New year, new us. What's up?
The
It's
music
been a while
stopped.
since we've done this.
Hello, it's been a while.
I'm going to check through the last time
Wow,
we
guys.
did this. I think it's probably been since New Year's Eve.
No, we didn't even do a New Year's one.
We tried to.
Yeah.
I know I probably did on my own free merit, so.
Well, yeah, but that's not attached to the page. That's a side
Somewhat.
project.
It has been 2 months since we've done any sort of content on this page. Now, I know what y'all are probably thinking in the comment section and our viewers. What has your family been up to? Well, to be honest, we've been up to some crazy shit. We're going to talk about normally. We're going to be talking about more of what the crazy
Hi,
shit.
Charlie! Good thing you're here, Charlie. About to talk something special later on. You better stick around.
Charlie! Your mic is cutting out like crazy.
Shut up.
Blakey!
Fatty.
Is this live?
Yes.
Yes.
God damn it.
We're live and we're
You're
nationwide.
stuck now, babe. You're stuck now.
Wahaha.
Okay.
We're going to talk
You are
about.
one of us.
I'm not gonna be on here long. I wanna let y'all do y'all's thing. I just wanted to see what this was like. The fans aren't complaining. No, we actually don't want to hear him. He sounds like a vagina going through cancer.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, good. Your star is here, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been here.
No one wants to see your fat Ninja Turtle looking ass either. I continue, honey. You want Master Splinter on a bender?
I failed to see the insult because a ninja on a bender is still a ninja.
Well, Master Splinter before he became a ninja, when he was just a rat in New York City.
Yeah, still an improvement on my current living situation.
Okay, I'm interrupting the show.
No, you're fine, babe.
Nope.
You're fine.
This
No,
is our
Charlie,
usual
Charlie, you're the star of the Make-A-Wish kids bow to. Okay. Hey, class ring. No, I know I'm number one, baby boy.
Hi.
Okay, just because you two graduated high school, it doesn't mean shit.
I said Hall.
Yeah, you do better, baby. I didn't get my class ring.
I said Hall of Fame ring. It may be a shitback fed, but I got a Hall of Fame ring.
Oh, congratulations. You want an award?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, that was good. Thank you.
Oh, and to a certain little fan of white powder, here's the Kool-Aid.
You are a member of Dark Order.
I wish. Back when they were cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not, again, I don't want to ruin y'all's show. I just want to see what was happening.
Babe, your photo is, hold on. Your photo is right there. You're part of this.
Yeah, Gage is covering me up, which is good, because it's a shitty picture.
Babe, it's not a shitty photo.
Yes, it is. Okay, hold on. I gotta say, though, Lane's picture, okay, good thing he's covering up. Because Lane's picture that was on the side over here, he legitimately looks like a registered sex offender in that suit.
It's not much better than Dylan looking at whoever's right in the.
I mean, no. Obviously, you're better than Belcher, but
no, Mason's got rape eyes when he's not covered up.
Take Gage off real quick, or take me off.
He wants to rape Lane.
Let Blake look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
No. See, that's him looking at Daniel Roberts' dead body.
That is creepy.
Mason killed Daniel so badly they closed the tournament down.
I will not be nice to Oliver Titan.
Yes.
No.
No one is nice to Oliver Titan. Oliver Titan doesn't even like Oliver Titan.
I don't like him at all. He's kind of an idiot. But still, we're happy that we're back here, guys. We are.
Oh, redneck!
There's a cat on camera. Like this video now. It is the law of the internet.
It is the law of the internet. There's a cat.
It's like the podcast because there was a cat here. He will return, or his brother will.
Here we go. Brooke.
You are now on the podcast. Redneck!
That is someone I've not seen in many moons.
Fucking redneck! Hell yeah!
Our favorite redneck. It's so long.
Redneck, you
I miss that bastard.
You should come to MDC. We desire him. We can put him and Rob together.
Fox, please come on, save us this despair.
I mean, eventually we're going to be doing
photo, right? This background.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay, Fox, we need you, Marilyn Manson Jr. Please come on.
We should be on for a while. We got 70 names we got to go over for the EWN Rumble
Holy
Royal
shit.
Battle Contest of the Gods thing.
Oh, Charlie
Wow.
wants Jerry wants to do
Sherry.
it.
This is, I mean, it's
Very
gonna be a good
good.
Rumble, though. But it's got like in terms of EFED Rumbles, maybe the greatest of all time. So let's
Sherry wants it.
y'all
That's
go
Jade.
ahead and start.
Yeah, I know it's Jade, but their name on the screen right now is Sherry.
I'm trying to try to game
She's the diamond.
A diamond in the rough.
Oh no, don't say it like that. No, if you were Sugar Wolf right now, imagine Brooke. You remember Sugar Wolf?
What's up, black boy?
Okay,
Step
no,
Some way.
no, Gage, you're making it worse. You sound like Warren Beatty. This is not Deliverance.
Ring a ding 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 ding.
You got a pretty mouth, boy.
You got it. Oh,
Sugar Wolf,
back.
yeah?
we gotta send the Sugar Wolf an MDC invite later.
Oh, Blakey boy.
Blakey boy,
Horrible as always.
your blowhole's
Oh,
right
fucking I
for
wish Sugar Wolf was in this battle royal.
and Titan is completely frozen.
He is froze.
Hi, Cher.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, Cher. Oof, no.
no.
But you didn't know, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
That's it. You gave yourself there.
Just Lane froze like nobody's business.
Yeah, he's-
What's everyone up to?
We're about to go over the Rumble.
Oh my God, do I have perfect timing or what? Let's do it.
Right.
Before we do, can we talk about like how in a couple weeks we're gonna do a gimmick infringement battle royal for everyone to participate in pro? How much fun is that gonna be?
Gimmick
It's gotta be a ton of fun.
That's unique.
So this is let me. Do you mind if I explain real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go.
So back in the couple years ago, I ran a comp fed out of IW called IW Agon. And during off season, we had this tag team tournament type thing. And one of the rounds was you had to promo as your opponent and it was judged. And it was a lot of fun. I think people had a lot of fun with it. So me and Grant were like, okay, he's going to be here the 6th through the 16th. And to be quite frank, I just don't want to have responsibilities with EFED that week because I'll be busy doing other things. So I was like, what can we do for the community that can be fun, that everyone can participate in, and we don't have to worry about like picking winners. So we're like, let's do another battle royal, like the dark gimmick one. But how do we change it up? So I was like, oh, let's do like a gimmick infringement where like you can promo as anybody you want to. EFED, wrestling, outside of wrestling, like actors, actresses, whatever. And then we'll leave it up to like a public vote. So anyone can participate. Just hop on over to Pro. I'm going to make an official like post for it and stuff, but that'll be the week of February 6th. And we would just put the poll up for people to vote on their favorites. I will be doing the goddess. I know.
Are you going to do yourself a ginger wig?
I don't think I have a wig, and I'm not putting that much effort into it, but I got her mannerisms and stuff. I might have to get some red lipstick. That might be the only thing I buy. Because I don't own like any makeup, because makeup is. But I know Mike Windsor is going to be promoing as Cody Omega. I know Grant has a couple people he wants to do promos as. There's a couple people that have already like said who they're going to compete as. So I'm actually really excited about it, and I hope that you guys compete. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I think it would be fun
I'll have to see my options.
Capone is a wrestler in my area. If I get the glasses and get the leather jacket, I would do a Rob Rivers promo.
And then
Gage.
you should post one of his at least so we can like see the comparison. But I think that's great. Byers, I'm pretty sure he's doing Justin Bartard.
I think Pro needs Fluffy.
That's not. It's literally my own gimmick, though. Unless you're buying the mask to do it yourself.
Wait, Lane. If you were to participate in this, I mean, I know a gimmick you could do.
Hey, guess what?
Now, I know I'm number one, baby boy.
I know.
No, number one is right about there on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's making those
Charlie suggested that Lane.
Yes.
Do a hangman
Lane, cut half your hair, shave half your head, and do it.
I've already done that. I'm not making myself bald.
I would
Just get
go with
the
Lane.
Oh,
Okay.
KJ.
Listen,
What?
Chuck,
I don't see it.
we love Chuck, okay?
I love Chuck.
Well then.
I would go with Lane and
I just saw what he said. This is why we love
Hey,
Uncle Chucky.
Jesus.
you know what?
I love you too.
You know what, Lane? You should go with Court. I mean, you could finally get put over.
Why? Just so.
Because
just
you
so
can
we
actually
have
be where you
Gage
want to be,
promos
which is
Dylan
the best.
Mason and bury me.
What's up, Charlie?
Not much, hey guys.
All right.
About to go. They're gonna go. I'm gonna hop out. Let everybody come
No,
in.
you're staying to have been.
This is your thing. Everybody's gonna come in and out.
I really want someone to promo as Josh Byers. Like, my life would be complete if someone would do a Byers.
Somebody do Josh.
All right, I mean, Byers Jr. is.
Yes. Foxy.
Hey, it's A-List Iverson.
Ooh,
Iverson.
Before we
Is
continue,
that a sexual innuendo coming from KJ Pets over there?
it starts,
You made me cough.
It might be.
damn it.
Lord knows with him.
all right, well, I'll pitch Fox Blake's idea. Fox should do Fox News. That's what Blake said one day.
What,
He
like
had the
just like
details.
dress up as like some hardcore white Republican and just start like going on conspiracy theory rants? Honestly,
Yes,
I'm game.
but
Like
with
that's
EFED News.
that's
I don't
You know,
care.
I
I don't
hella
care if
Fox that
Phil's
is.
listening. I don't care if Grant's listening. Hell, I don't even care if we do it on here. One of these stupid pages needs to have Fox doing a complete stream about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I mean,
What
not even
ideas
EFED
do you
related.
have?
I'm just like getting into like just crazy shit. You know, this other day, this guy comes up to me and he's like, right, the moon landing, it was fake. This guy's got the nerve to tell me the moon exists. The moon is not real. The moon does not exist. I don't know what you guys are thinking. You're looking at nothing.
Okay, you shameless plug by Capone here.
JakeCapone.com, guys.
He
You're
just
the
said
right
buy
one.
his
Buy his
stuff.
merch.
He's not
Wait, hold
meaning
on.
shirts, cups. What is he? Is he selling stuff on eBay? Like, what is this? Go buy my couch, guys.
So
For the record,
speaking
not
of
a sponsor.
speaking of merch, this is totally not an ad or advertisement for Dylan Mason's "Go Kill Yourself" merch on the After Dark Network. But if
It
you head to
totally
the After
is.
Dark Network, there may or may not be a link to buy said merch.
And we know.
Oh, by the
about
way,
a
guys,
couple
this is
people where
totally
we
not
can
an
post
ad.
the link.
What I told you it wasn't an ad. That wasn't an ad.
Totally not an ad. Totally
No,
not.
definitely not an ad.
That's why I didn't
It
say anything.
definitely
It wasn't an
wasn't
ad.
a video.
I wasn't lying to you. I only
The
tell the
ad
truth.
would include us actually playing the video, but we ain't gonna do
Or get-
that.
True.
We definitely aren't
Or get
going
a
to
billboard,
go
that'd
to
be
After
lit.
Dark group and find said not ad and not play it live for everybody, right?
No.
Oh yeah, we definitely are.
You think
No,
Lenore can
that's
do
definitely
that?
not
She
what I'm
just figured out how to
searching
use a
for.
laptop.
Oh,
What
did
you
you?
did?
I was waiting.
Brooke was writing with a petted, like a fucking feathered quill, like before we got on here, using her little like lantern that she lit with a fucking match.
Right.
She can barely
I
figure out
got one
technology as
with
it
a
is.
Oh,
notepad
man.
and a chisel.
That's like Harry Potter shit right there.
She has the sleeping gown with like the little hat when she sleeps. It goes me, and the little ball just comes up and down with her breath.
Okay, speaking of Harry Potter, is anyone here, did they pre-order or will be ordering Hogwarts Legacy?
Me.
Nope.
There we go.
Here's the not ad.
It's definitely the not ad.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Welcome to the not ad
Are
break.
you lonely? It sure looks like it, you dumb fuck.
Yes.
How about you buy a hoodie? It says go kill yourself. It's made out of 20 dead puppies because that way they cannot run away and you are in pure comfort. Look at that. Hoodie on like the little gangster you are. I think it's perfect. Buy it in white or in black. It's great. Or maybe if you're just a boring person, buy the t-shirt version. But still, go kill yourself.
That Dylan Mason, definitely not a salesman, and that was definitely not an ad.
Definitely not an ad, guys. So
Hashtag
that's
not a
totally not an
sponsor.
And Jake did say he does sell cups.
I
shirts,
wasn't
and stuff,
sold
and
until
hoodies.
he said it's made of dead puppies.
20 of them.
I wasn't
Because
sold till he
any
said there was
more
only
than
$2.
If any more than 20, then PETA gets alerted.
Oh
That's
shit,
not
he's selling
what-
pillows for the couch? Let's go.
Well, yeah, because they didn't get
There we
their
go.
cut.
We got something to go for now.
Factory.
Oh, the child factory. That we needed. That's what we needed it for.
Yeah. I mean, besides
Actually,
the
no,
fact
for once,
that-
I wasn't going with.
You know, 101 Dalmatians just goes towards 5 like hoodies, so like that really doesn't get you that far. We're gonna need more than 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Contact
Even
me.
hoodies
I'm
for
sure
this
we got
chat.
a shit ton of them.
It's because they're using puppies. And not
Lenoid
the
doesn't
full-
get a hoodie.
Exactly. I mean, but let's be real for a minute here. Besides the fact that Dylan Mason's being a
Puppies, they got more
salesman-
youthful skin. There's a lot more like, fucking.
Oh, by the way, mate, this is like
Dylan, I mean, Chuck, what makes you think that isn't sewn into the fabric of the hoodies?
If you notice, the font is in red. I'm just saying.
That's what the font is made out of, Chuck.
Yeah, I specifically bought a patch of it just so I can like sniff it at night. It's great.
Okay.
Really soothing.
Nope, I'm buying a Jake Capone shirt now. Jake Capone has just sold me on a shirt. So wait a minute. So Jake Capone is using Blake for his t-shirts.
Yes.
baby seals.
At least his brother and sisters.
Nah, every time Jake needs a shirt, he's like,
Hey guys,
"Oh, Blake,
instead
I
of
got a
selling
better piece
E-Fed
off for you."
bathwater, we're just gonna sell Brooke's tears after she loses a match. I think that'd go great. I'd buy it. If I'd already have like 14 like fucking gallons full of that shit, I'd buy more.
I'll have you know.
Shit done.
I'll have you know. Lenore lost her match in pro. She did not cry to me specifically. I don't know if she cried at all in general. That could be true.
Just
You're being used for a shirt, Blake. Jay Capone is using you to make his t-shirts. That is what is happening.
Jake is doing the Buffalo Bill treatment to you.
I feel that as Iron Bison's advisor now, advisor to the King, EWN, E-Fed World Champion Iron Bison, it was appropriate for me to join this while we go over the 64 losers that want to.
Oh, they changed it. It went up again.
It's 69. Nice. Nice.
69, 69.
Or 70 if Grant saw what a certain beast said in the comment section of the post.
I'm pretty sure the sign up was closed earlier today or last night. So anyone that signed up after that is probably not getting in. But Grant's asleep right now, so maybe he'll change his mind in the morning.
Yeah, so that means Beast might pop in as number 70. So Beast to get it. We don't know until we get the confirmed or not from later on the night.
Where did Foxy go?
You could probably come
He's
back.
right here beside me. You see, he's right there. Don't you see?
He wants
He's
to
right
touch
beside
up
me.
his
He didn't go
makeup.
anywhere.
Wait, hold on.
See, you got
And now
Foxy
I'm
on
on
my
my
right.
own body.
See, you got Fox on my right. Yeah, you got Fox on my right. Dylan on my left.
Connection issues. He'd be right back.
Dang it.
Okay, but
Put my picture
Like
back
she
down.
said-
I need to be lined. There we go.
mentioned
I am
it.
lined up with my own body now.
Sherry said it. We're going over the 69 participants for the E-Fed Battle Royal, which unfortunately means we're going to be going over people that we haven't heard from in a while. And I mean, there are some names out there that have popped up that I'm thinking they're still alive. They were old whenever I started. They're probably walking with canes and a crutch right now, and I'm thinking, holy crap, how are they going to even promo?
Lane, they got passes from the
That
nursing
says a lot
homes.
about you. If they started when you started and you said they need a cane, wouldn't that mean that you need a cane?
Hey, you know what? I started whenever I didn't have no facial hair, okay?
You started when you were still.
Dang.
You started when you were still in high school.
I think me and Titan started around the same time in E-Fed. Like
You started
2016.
you started a half a year after me, I think, if I am not mistaken.
I started in like early 2016. I don't know when you started.
Holy crap! Out of us all,
Oh,
out
yeah,
wise,
you started
I'm the
about a
youngest.
year after me then.
Buffer. Okay.
All
You
right.
said
There we
wise,
go.
I'm the youngest here. That's scary.
Prize number 1, Bubba Boudreaux.
Of course, he's the first one to sign up. But I mean,
Oh,
let's be
naturally.
real for a minute here. If there's anybody, I'm just gonna be flat out honest. No one's gonna be. I mean, I'm not here to be politically correct or sit here to be the guy who's gonna say
Me
stuff.
neither. We gonna have some fun.
This is not gonna be something where I'm just gonna pat everybody's back and tell them, well, he can't beat Bison. He can't beat Bison. Bison's the best in the world. Look who's coming out to face the dude, and I'm going to tell you straight up who has the best chance of beating him straight up in a match and whipping his
Right.
tail and sending him back home and showing him who's the actual boss.
I
If
agree.
anybody on his list starting off right, it's going to be Bubba. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. I was in my second year in E-Feds. I was in the Feds with Bubba whenever he was doing his little circuit in WKP and that little group with XWE and all of them. And seeing how Bubba is now, Bubba could easily beat Bison.
I give him like a 15% chance.
Nah, I'm saying 90. 90.
See, like I'm not thinking about Bubba beating Bison. I'm thinking about Bubba beating the other people on this list before even thinking about beating Bison.
yeah, with beating the people on the list.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
pitch on that one.
All right, so number
We'll deal
2.
is everyone in this chat in this match here?
I'm
Yes.
not. I'm not.
I was about to say, I think I'm not. I was about to say, I think I'm not the only one that's not part of this, which is great
Yeah.
because Fox can walk out and be like, because I didn't participate, I'm still undefeated. So therefore, I'm the winner.
Just walk out with your Rumble.
I'll
Do it.
walk in with all of my fake titles.
Not even be a
I
part.
don't.
Cut a promo. Like, go R-Truth with it. You're not even in the match. You cut a promo for it as the Rumble champion, and then you leave without participating. So therefore you
Stupid.
never lose the
No,
Rumble
what he
champion.
should do, if we're gonna R-Truth it, he should treat it as a Money in the Bank match, even though he's not in it. But I'm not in the match.
No,
I don't-
okay. So I don't know if you're familiar with the gimmick I do in Heresy. Basically, I've just played this like comedy loser who like never actually wins stuff. He just like purposefully like finds ways to lazily get around stuff, and when he doesn't win, he just gives himself a belt based off chance. It's great.
It is.
I've seen the belts with the paper writing on them, and I thought it was great.
Yeah,
It is absolutely
I have
fantastic.
like 13 belts at this point that mean nothing.
We got number
It's
two.
honestly probably the most fun I've had.
Number 2, TJ Blair.
Okay, this man, we need to say
I like
something.
Blair.
I'm
TJ
torn on
Blair. TJ Blair was good whenever he was doing a faction with Dylan. If this
TJ
is
Blair is
TJ
still
Blair, if
TJ
he-
Blair is
Yeah.
still good. I don't know if you've seen him lately. He's in pro.
I have not. I have not.
He's
seen
in
TJ
pro.
Blair.
He is better than he's ever been. His production is mint. His delivery is mint. His character development is mint. This is tough for me because Iron Bison selected me as his advisor against my will one day. He was just like, "Hey, you're good at judging promos. You're gonna help me to like be a champion." And I was like, "I don't think you need help, but sure." Anyway, so there's gonna be some people on this list that if they win, it's gonna be like pretty tough. I would say TJ Blair is gonna be someone that gives Bison a run for his money. And they're currently in a storyline together in pro, so they're already seeing how the other person works, which will make it the match even more interesting if they do have to face each other because they know each other's mannerisms and stuff on camera.
TJ Blair single-handedly made my entire past season on Omega worth doing. He's so much fun.
TJ Blair does make it fun, especially when he was doing his Tyrion Moreau gimmick.
Oh, he's still doing it, but he changed it to Tyrion Moon now.
I think if you haven't seen TJ in the last like year,
I have not seen him since the Tyrion Moreau gimmick.
yeah, he's back with a vengeance. This is the best work I've seen from him in a really.
Number 3, don't even know who we're talking about here, so we can move on to that and get on to actually the real star, which is number 4.
Casey Moran.
Hold on. I have an entire
we
bit here
don't.
for
No.
number 3. She's one of the 10 best women in this match. I thought there's only 6
There's
women.
only
I
10
know what I
women
said.
in the even
Next.
world.
Okay, to be fair with
Exactly.
Dollface though, when Dollface is like really invested in a story, she can produce some really good work. I think
No,
that's
that's
just the thing
anybody.
is you have to get that out of. No, not
That's
anybody.
anybody.
I get what Fox
This-
is saying.
I've never seen her promo. I don't know anything
Wait.
about her, so I'm not going to make a comment.
To put it in,
Like
put it
I
in
would say,
perspective
like
for you,
99% of her promos are not great, but like every once in a while, when like you have a long going feud or like there's a good program going, she can produce genuine good shit, and like she does bring a lot of really interesting, like aesthetic wise. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Words.
Yeah.
Don't mind. Us.
Aesthetically pleasing
Yeah.
promo.
No,
So
To
in
put it
saying
in
that,
perspective for you, Sherry,
Mhm.
it's the early days of the EFED women's division whenever we started out.
oh no. she
Yeah,
was-
that's the kind of production that we get from her every time. Yeah. In the drama, and trust me, the drama level is just the same.
that's all I've heard. I mean, I don't know her personally, so I'm not going to throw shade, but the things I've heard about her were that she's always involved in drama, but we're not talking about that today. We're talking about, is she going to win this match? Based on what you guys just said about her, my opinion would be that she's not going to get very far because everybody, I feel like the standard is everyone can cut a really good promo when they really try. That's not going to get you a win in a match like this.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. Now,
So
number
what it is?
4, Casey Moran.
Where'd it go?
Casey's one of my favorite people in EFED. Me and him are actually personally really good friends. I think that Casey's putting out his best work he's ever done. And he's a dark horse in this match because people are going to sleep on Casey and think about how he used to be, and they won't take him seriously. And I think he's going to come out guns blazing. Yeah. So good luck to him.
Casey is one of those who has actually grown.
Mm-hmm.
From whenever I was back in IW, he used to be this guy that you could sleep on and still push through. Now Casey has learned that you just can't sleep on this guy. He's gotten better, and he has evolved his game to where the unpredictability is pretty high up there on this list.
I agree. I remember
when I first joined this game, Casey was one of my first opponents, and he wasn't one of the best ones I've won against. But now, I went against him probably about 2 months ago. I was completely shocked at how different the two encounters were. So,
like it's a different like night and day system from what you get. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely agree.
Oh yeah, it's completely different night. That's what I like about Casey. Definitely. And then number 4, it looks like a name that we have not even seen in a long time.
Joey D's in pro.
He's over in Heresy also.
Yeah, Joey's in Heresy.
Yeah.
I agree, Blake. I agree. Only thing wrong with Casey is everything else. Love the guy, but he has terrible taste in sports.
Amen.
So, Joey D is if you've seen his and like this is no shade to him. Me and him get along. But if you've seen his promos in 2017, they're the same now. So I don't see him making it far unless he really digs deep and overnight just becomes a much better with delivery, wordplay. These are judged. Don't forget these are being judged as well. So what the judges are looking for, he's going to have a tough time delivering against someone like TJ Blair, someone like Casey Moran. So I'm interested to see how he does.
I remember judging his stuff in OEW.
Yeah, there's been no change since then.
Yeah. Joey, I will say, I've seen his stuff in Heresy. His Heresy stuff, I like it personally. But I do agree with you. Going up against the likes of the people that's on this list, it's going to be tough. And now we get to the first.
He's starting to finally put some good effort into his promos, but not all the time.
Yeah. Now we finally get to the first of the 3 EFED After Dark hosts. Bulletproof Phil Marshall.
For this particular thing, if Phil doesn't take the comedy route, I think he stands a good chance, but I don't know what Phil's plan is. So, and I think that because in previous judge competitions, he did the comedy scene over and over, that might be a hindrance to him if he does it again. So I'm interested to see what he does and where he takes this.
This is Phil, though more likely he'll go comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a high likelihood. But it depends on who actually takes the shot at Phil first.
I agree.
Because that's also a big thing in my head. Is like with some of these guys, you got to think that most of these guys aren't really like, oh, I'm going to shoot the first shot. You know, like we've learned to sit back and wait for the person to make the other shot. You know, the first shot.
Yeah,
that's terrible advice, by the way. Be like me.
Is.
Take the first shot because then you control the narrative when you go first most of the time.
Exactly. That was the first thing I learned in EFES. Like, don't even take the shot first. Let them take a shot first. I did that for years. Now I'm like, screw it. I'll take the first shot. That way you can control the narrative, especially in a comp match like this. But it all depends on how Phil on who he either has in mind or who he wants to get his hands on.
And another thing to remember, and that for anyone that's watching, that's participating, or if you guys are listening that are participating on the panel, don't make your promo about Bison. Like because what's gonna happen is you'll make your promo about Bison and why you're better than him, and it's not about the match, and they'll ding you for that. And then when you go to fight Bison, you'll likely recycle the same stuff you used in the previous promo against him if you do make it. So my suggestion is don't even talk about Bison. Make it about the Rumble and the other people in the match.
Exactly. Moving on to number 7.
Do we skip 7?
Yeah, number 7 doesn't even have a
I hate you so much. This is why you never got beat by Court.
Like I said, number 7 doesn't even stand a chance.
Do not.
That's my
say
confidence.
Who
the
is
shoot name.
Hold on. Who in his group?
Do not use the shoot name.
Yeah, sorry. Cotton, I have more.
Can I go first? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yes, go for it.
Go ahead.
So
I'm
when
just
it
good.
comes
I'm
to
kidding.
Lenore Len, I think what Lenore needs to do to pull something out here is something we haven't seen yet. Because you always see that passion and tenacity, sort of like the underdog story when it comes to Lenore, and it works in so many situations. But here, I would like to see a different approach to this match, and maybe taking some shots at people that she's had matches with in the past to kind of create some fire. And I think that I'd like to see something different from Lenore. But in saying that, Lenore is very consistent. So, and that's hard to get in EFED because people are up and down all over the place most of the time. That's my thoughts. I'm not sure what you guys think.
No, I agree with
No,
you.
that's-
Oh yeah,
Usually,
agree
what I
with
wind
you.
up.
That Tweety Bird needs to. I
Listen,
think
my-
Tweety Bird does need to light the fire a little more.
Here's my thing also is that she normally brings the same stuff and everything. And she usually fires the first shot, which is great. It's amazing. But what she needs to do is go outside of the comfort zone and literally find somebody who's bigger and tougher than her and just cut them off at the knees. Or at least try to, anyways.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
And
Like
no
this
Lenore
stuff.
that does not give you a ticket to go after Gage, Lane, or me.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. There's no friends in the ring. There's no friends in the ring. You go in
Hey,
there
I
and you
tell-
take
no,
out
here's the
whoever's
thing.
knees you want to.
I always tell her to come after me all she wants to. The thing is
Oh,
that she never actually beat me.
I think she's got what,
Congrats.
1 or 2 wins over me. That's about it.
I beat
But-
you in PCW.
Her wins on me were disqualification.
No, I pinned him for the IC title.
I'm pretty sure I haven't had a match with any single person on this panel, and I've been retired from competition for like 3 years now.
I've only been here for 2.5.
All I know is if Lane brings in a stinking pizza, that's all on him.
Pizza.
No
And
pizza.
number
You had to bring up the pizza.
It's tight, and of course he's gonna bring the pizza.
And next is the one my money's on to win this whole thing if he comes in serious.
here's how I say it. One of the big 4 in EFEDs. And the big 4 is how I've dubbed it as the 4 people you can count on to, if they're in a match, they're going to come at you hard. They're coming at you pretty heavy. And if you cannot stand up to them or stand your ground, you're getting blown away. And you're going to see 3 of them on this list. The 4th one is not on this list. So,
Are you
Dylan-
just not going to tell us who the 4 are? Or
Oh, the 4? If you want to hear it, I'll tell you.
yeah, you're going
Dylan
to bring it
Yeah.
up about it.
Dylan Mason, Josh Byers, Ethan Carnage, and Zelzabar.
That's an interesting
He's
4.
on the list.
Dylan will always stand at the top in my mind. And I debated with Gage and Brooks on Blue in the Face. And they convinced me of this, by the way. That Dylan is going to be at the top because of the simple fact that his storytelling is beyond anything that anybody's ever seen. And it always will be. So Dylan will always represent the aspect of EFEDs known as storytelling. Then you get to Josh. Josh represents the bashing, the smash and grab side of EFEDs that I was in. The rough and tough
Shoot
bashing.
style. It's called shoot style.
Yeah, the beatdown style of EFEDs that literally almost everybody started out in.
That's how I came up in EFED. Sink or
But Josh learned and made the crafting style and turned it into a story art style. That's why Josh will always stay at the top, because nobody can match him now because everybody's too focused on the story aspect. But Dylan's already matched that. So that's another aspect of eFeds that's under lock and key by somebody. The third aspect is Ethan Carnage. And Ethan represents wordplay. And if you've ever seen an Ethan Carnage promo, you will know that that man is a wordsmith. He will tell you how it is forwards, backwards, ups and down, and he will call you words you don't even knew existed. And he will still outclass you while maintaining his superior demeanor. And then you get to Zelzbar.
Just admit that he's better than you.
I'm admitting it right now. I don't really care.
I mean, the record speaks for itself.
It does.
Tell you didn't shot yourself in the foot with the VCW promo saying you don't belong in the hardcore division.
Yeah, I think Dylan's gonna be an obvious contender to win this thing. A lot of people are gonna have their money on him, rightfully so.
Mm-hmm. They are.
All right.
Then
law of the internet. There's a cat on screen. You must like this podcast now. It is the law of the internet.
It is the law.
All right, back to each.
Now we move on to number 9.
Zodicus. And we know someone in this panel knows him personally.
I do.
Someone here's his bastard son.
Me?
No.
No.
That would actually be me. Okay. Here's the funny story about that creature known as Zodicus. He would not be in the EFED world if it wasn't for a certain video call at night. When I went to BTB, a lot of us, I went into a faction straight off the bat, and Tim was the leader of this faction. So he told the guys in there told me that Tim used to do a gimmick called Zodicus. So I'm thinking, what is Zodicus? And Tim told me finally. And we sat there and tried to convince Tim to do Zodicus. So
sorry.
It took constant badgering by me and another guy called Hunter Hall for him to find, and it was just me, him, and Tim on this video call that night. And it took us to finally get him to break and actually say, fine, I'll do it for one night. And then it was just a one match that he was supposed to do it. But then for the remainder of BTB up until he left and went to Alpha, and, you know, the rest is history. That was where Zodicus came back, because he was doing this Southern gimmick, this manager gimmick that he always wanted, that he was pretty good at. And you've probably seen it several times, Sherry.
My favorite Tim Lee gimmick is the pacemaker, and I wish the pacemaker was in the Rumble. That's just me having a preference. That doesn't mean I don't like Zodicus. I just like the pacemaker.
Tim Lee is better as a wordsmith as the pacemaker. I will say it.
Yeah.
As Zodicus, he
He's shock value.
too much on the cult aspect of it.
I think that for a match like this, I mean, now mind you, once you have to keep that same gimmick to the end. But I feel like people that have a dark character have to try twice as hard almost, because you have to get that believability, and it has to make sense for like you to win. No, not necessarily, not like in a judge sense, but I think dark gimmick characters have a little bit more of a hard time because they're mostly story based. I haven't seen a dark character that's like shoot style. I've never seen that before.
I have not. I've seen the only one I have seen, in all honesty, but I don't even think I don't even think Z would be classified as shoot style, really.
Yeah,
Oh, she's back.
Thank you, Casey.
Listen. Casey Campbell is one of my favorite people in EFED.
No, I forgot. I blame the glitch that it is the cryptic one. I'm going to blame him every time I have technical issues. I blame him.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what happens in pro. Fucking Casey Campbell comes around, and next thing you know, lights are flickering off, and babies are disappearing and shit.
Happens all the time, man.
If children are
yeah,
going missing,
so-
just talk to Dylan Mason. He can fix that for you.
He will.
Quite frankly, I think that Zodicus has a pretty fair average chance. I don't think he has any particular leg up over the competition, but there's a lot of people that signed up that are really good. So like I don't like that's where I think. I think if he was the pacemaker, he might have had a leg up on the competition. But I'm interested to see.
Yeah, I agree.
And God was in the comments.
And then we see Rain Carter, a name I haven't seen in a while since XWE. Well, I haven't seen his name since XWE closed down.
And kind of reopen again with
First one I don't know.
In XWE internal.
Rain Carter is just old school comp. Like I truly think that people who don't know Rain Carter aren't gonna they're gonna sleep on him. I hate to use that term over and over again, but Rain Carter grew up in this industry in comp. So he knows what judges look for. And he has this real smoothness in his delivery. Like he has this presence on camera. I think that people are going to underestimate Rain Carter, and he's going to come in and blow people away. I mean, he's competed in every World Cup pretty much. He usually makes it as a finalist. I think he made it to the final 8 and got into the number 1 contendership match, which who won that this past year? I forget. World Cup was so long ago for my brain. But anyway, I think people are going to underestimate Rain because they're not familiar with him, and they shouldn't. And if you're going to talk about going after a big dog and take him out of the knees, this is someone you would want to do that to, for sure.
But you got to be ready for him to hit back.
It's also our favorite KJ pass approved for games.
But he gets it because it's hard when you haven't been around to see everybody to know what they're capable of. Me, I'm not as familiar with the newer people because I don't compete anymore.
Yeah.
But I know a lot about the older generation of EFED.
Yes, doing a podcast.
That's why I joined this Rumble. Is I've only been here for 2.5 years, and I'll be honest, half the names that we've talked about already, I'm not familiar with, but I'm excited to see what I'm getting into.
Especially like the Chocolate Delight on any given night. Rain Carter is going to be a pleasure for everybody. He is just really good. He really is. I'm
okay. Okay, now I don't know who you're talking about. I saw one of those videos on After Dark, I think. Okay.
Now we got
no. You wouldn't have seen him on After Dark.
No, Rain, you have not seen him on After Dark. Rain is one of those guys. He stays under the radar, and he's pretty good.
Right.
Next,
number 11 is our own Hangman, Johnny Gage. There you go.
One before my lucky number every freaking time.
I'm interested to see how.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, how's it going?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah, how's it going?
I actually feel like better now that Phil's here. Like see a familiar face.
Oh yes, hello. Yes, although to answer your question about who Rain Carter lost to in the number 1 contendership match in the World Cup.
Was it you?
Hi there, me.
Oh yeah, that was you. I saw it.
Yes, I took out Rain Carter, Huck, and Casey Moran in a 4-way.
So I don't know how much you've seen, but we just discussed Rain Carter being in this match. Since you have had that match with him,
yeah.
What do you think people can expect from Ray? Like, do you think he has a good chance of making it far in the Rumble?
I think he's going to do quite well against a lot of these names, but he's not going to win.
No, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to win.
I mean,
yeah, but your bud.
Realistically, I mean, there can only be one winner. And I don't know. I think you probably missed it because you were one of the first names called. But I was saying that depending on how you approach this match, if you do it from a comedic point of view, it's probably going to be a disadvantage. But if you do it just from like a bulletproof, just like a standard, maybe even shoot style type of promo, I think you have a pretty good chance. So that was about you specifically.
Well, I think it just depends. I've been, going through my mind. How long have we got until the match?
I don't remember. When is it?
It says the 27th.
All right, so I
got about a
have.
week.
Oh yeah, I've got till Friday. That's fine. I'll drop something and
Friday.
yeah. I mean, I'm looking at these names. I could beat quite a few of them myself, so that's fine.
I agree.
Yeah, Dylan's going to be a fun challenge. It's going to be nice to see him. Zodicus been a few years, so I'm looking forward to seeing him in the ring. So yeah, that'll be fun. And,
I think he should have came out as the pacemaker and not Zodicus, but that's just my own opinion.
Oh no, I think Zodicus is going to be fun because he's a lot more frenetic. He's while you've got Tim Lee, the pacemaker, who is kind of technical on what he does, I think the fact that it's a rumble means that there are no disqualifications, which is going to be to Zodicus' advantage. He's very smash mouth.
And I'm going to tell you right now, he has not done Zodicus in a while.
Exactly.
So that's a good thing or a bad thing? Like, does that lend to him being a dark horse, or does that lend a disadvantage because he hasn't done it in a while?
He's a dark horse.
Josh has told me he's been chomping at the bit to get Zodicus back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not quite sure on how much. I'm almost certain he just jumped at the opportunity to get into this match because of the fact that he could use Zodicus.
Exactly.
So it could be good. It really could be, but Zodicus is basically chaos. That's all it is. Pure, unadulterated chaos.
So I got the next person that it is supposed to talk to now about our favorite hangman, Johnny Gage. Let's see, he's next on the list.
Again,
my fellow Michigander.
It's not Hangman. It's the tarot card Hanged Man, and it's 1 before 12, which would have been perfect for the reference.
I think for Hanged Man Gage, if he can tighten up on his delivery and fluidity, and if he can get it done in 3 minutes, that would be impressive enough for me to be like, okay, this guy is really going places. I don't know if I see him as a shoe-in to win it, but I do think that if he puts in that effort and really locks down those minute details, that he can go pretty far. That's what
I think so. I agree.
But I think the challenge for Hanged Man is going to be a 3-minute promo.
That's going to be a challenge for a lot of these people.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people. I mean, Dylan Mason, it's going to be a challenge. I think people like Phil, who work in short form, this is an advantage for them. But there's going to be a lot of people that getting this done in under 3 minutes, it's going to be hard for them.
No time for foreplay, kids. Just stick it in and work.
Going in dry.
I mean, if we're being honest here real quick, Tim actually has a little bit more of an advantage. And so, because coming from BTB, the rule was that you had to get your promo done in under 3 minutes. The top limit was 3-minute promo. So we might get to see a more primordial Zodicus. Because Tim's been used to this free range of time limits on the promos that we've always had, gives him more element to tell a story. Now, here he is at the 3-minute limit. It's gonna be rough on a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
And then now we'll go to the next one. That is number 12, the Goddess, Lauren.
This is actually who I'm going to be.
I don't know.
Whose gimmick I'll be infringing upon in the Gimmick Infringement Battle Royal in Pro Wrestling in February.
Okay, don't forget to take your pumpkin spice latte with you to the ring.
Exactly.
She's a Southern Valley girl.
So basically, I think that Lauren is slept on. However, with a lot of the names that are in here, do I think she's going to win? No. But do I think she's going to do a very good job and this will be a good challenge for her? Yes.
I agree.
I like her work, how she's been done as a late. She's been on point.
She's really been on point lately. Like when she puts her effort in, then me too, Casey, right? Like I've seen her evolve. Like whenever Goddess first came in the EFED, I was one of her first feuds in IW. And to see where she was at then to where she's at now, especially when she really puts in effort, which I know I've said earlier, like that shouldn't matter. Like everyone can be really good when they try. she's really putting in the work now and putting in the effort now to hang with like the top names in the eFed business. I think eFed world, I should say.
Right.
Is Michael Windsor Jr. in this? Because if he is, he's my pick to win.
I don't think so.
Oh, the golden boy.
Now we got number 13.
Oh boy, do we?
Number 13. Casey Campbell.
Another dark horse. People sleep on Casey so much, and I don't understand why. I think it's because they don't like the people don't understand his backstory, because it's like, you know, he's been in eFed for 45 years. So it's hard for them to connect to his character, but I think they sleep on him. And I would love to see Mr. Amazing Casey Campbell for this, but I think we're probably going to get the guy that steals babies and wears dead flesh on his face.
Can we, we drag him to the be part of the farm?
I mean, here's my thought. Every time I saw that little gimmick, that the promo I get from Casey, I always thought, is he trying to be Tim Jr.?
Well, no, because he was around way before Tim, so Tim would be a Casey Jr. if you want to go that route. Casey's been around for literally ever.
I didn't see the Casey Campbell. I didn't see Casey until after I went to BTB.
Right. Casey's been around eFed for like 8 years, video eFed, 8 or 9 years. He's been around forever. He is that's what I'm saying.
Remember Titan, him and Blakey used to be a tag team, and they used to know each other very well. So
yeah, SPW days that they love to talk about that no one cares about. Shut up about SPW, for fuck's sake.
Who knows what he's in a reunion tour.
You know who we can blame for bringing Blake into this world? We can blame Joey for this, okay?
Also, if they blame Joey, blame Casey. Joey
and Casey they're literally best friends. They brought him in together, probably.
Joey, we blame you for Casey also, okay? There you go.
No, we can't do that. I feel like, no.
By the sounds of it.
Shut up, Casey. No one cares about SPW.
With Sherry's description of him stealing babies and wearing skin on his face, he sounds like a Christmas party at Planned Parenthood.
Yes. Yes. Don't pay for an abortion. Just call Casey Campbell.
Yeah, exactly. Come to Planned Parenthood. We're made of coat hangers.
Okay. So if you need Planned Parenthood, you go to Casey. If you need a child of your own, you go to Mason. Got it.
Exactly.
Wait, what? Is Mason out here impregnating people?
Yeah,
Dylan Mason is now your pagan god, by the way, in case you haven't heard about your Lord and Savior Dylan Mason.
I'm not religious.
I'd like to know more about him.
I'm not religious.
Is he stealing my fuckman gimmick?
No.
Yes.
No. Are a madhouse. You understand why?
Yes, come to Madhouse and watch him literally create children with pagan blood magic.
Do you know what's interesting about this? Us going through the list, right? Me and Titan started. I mean, he started a year ahead of me, actually, according to him. But like, it's crazy how we know different people, and he looks at Casey as Zodicus Jr. because of his gimmick. But I'm like, Casey was around before Zodicus was even a name in eFed, so you can't really say that. But it just goes to show how many people are in this community and how it's hard to know. Like, unlike Grant, who knows every fucking person because he's been around for 45 years as well. It's hard to know every single person and what they're capable of, which is what makes these Rumbles so much fun.
It is. Then we move on to our resident Spooky Boo.
So this is the first person that I don't think I know who this is.
You do. Okay.
Hold on, I'm tagging him. Give me a minute. Tagging
I'll give you. Okay, Sherry.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so I know of Cody Bentley, but I'm not like familiar with Cody Bentley's work. But I do actually know Cody, but not the way that I know like how he competes in the ring and stuff. So I will say that. I'll use that caveat.
I will say every one of his gimmicks is completely different.
What's going on, man? It's been ages.
Well,
oh my god. Okay.
What's going on, everybody?
So in character, Onions
What?
is the most frightening person I've ever met, but out of character.
I don't know if I could hear you through my head. You're calling me.
What?
It's fine. I figured I'd ask what was.
I have another old head on the panel.
Because I could hear you.
Is he yelling at us?
No,
I don't
I don't know.
Okay.
It's nice to have another elder on the panel, KJ. Thank you for joining me.
By the way, KJ, Onions is here.
What?
Oh, I
God
talked
damn
Bunny's
it.
in the comments.
I would kiss Tony in the mouth. What?
Listen, this is how much I love Onions, okay? He sent me a screenshot the other day of someone saying something about not being able to do cocaine or something. It was like a meme. And he commented, DTMHTLML. Don't tell me how to live my life, which is my thing. Love that.
Oh, God, I know you'd let me, you son of a bitch. God, you don't even understand. Real quick, Onions and I had a hellacious 3 matches that I will never forget in the history of ever. And he beat me in the first one. It was comp, and I was pissed. And I thought he was a pig or something. I saw something none other than Buddy. But then we got to know each other, dude. He made me go outside of my comfort zone, and I loved every minute of it. And out of character, dude, the chillest dude ever. Like super chill. He's awesome. He's awesome.
Favorite match that he is, it ain't against. I've never faced him, thank God. My favorite match that he's done was that 3-match series he did with James Park for the hardcore title in the early days of Alpha.
The only time I was scheduled to face Onions, my character Jay Diamond paid Casey Moran to take the match for me, so that was that. I was not getting in the ring with him.
Oh no,
Anyway.
I've been wanting you. Like, not wanting.
Literally.
Onions is in my top 5 people I want to face that I've never faced yet. Onions is like number 2 or 3 on my list.
Don't do that to yourself, Charlie.
Don't do that, Charlie. Please don't.
Oh, I'm definitely in. Onions, if you
I'm
want to match
crazy
up,
enough
I'm in.
because Bill's on my list too.
Do it, Charlie. I say anybody.
Oh, here it is. He thought you thought he was a jobber.
No, because I didn't know who he was, and he was a silly like rabbit. And then he beat me, and I was legit pissed for like about a fucking month. I was so angry. And then we did the second match, and I was like, okay, I understand. And by the third match, I
It's
fell in love
been
with
7 years, Tony. Okay, I want to know what this stinky pinky means. We know the Onions. Okay, it's a story for another time. The time is now. All right, your time.
I'm imagining it's one of these disappearing into his anus and then coming back.
Could be. That's
it's
just his whole
we're
thing.
talking about going down his rabbit hole.
Phil, I didn't know you were there.
Funnily enough, that's the rabbit hole he was going down.
That's how much of a
We
G.
found a cryptic promo.
Yeah,
for,
let's go back to
Jay.
the cryptic one. Huh?
So Jay, to understand who is the cryptic one?
Oh, we're gonna watch his stuff live. I apologize for my face. It makes like things without my control. So don't take it with a grain of salt.
You're forgiven.
Phil will tell you my reactions are uncontrolled by me, and I can't be responsible for what my
Yeah,
face
sometimes
does.
we just pull her up full screen and just to look at her kind of contort and just sit there and talk over her. It's great fun.
It's one of the reasons
Sorry,
why I
have-
love her promos.
Listen to me.
I love her promos because of that. Her expressions. Jay had the best expressions ever.
We didn't tell you to go
It
back
is
back
always
on the
the
Cadillac.
foolish that fail to listen.
Oh, who it is?
Isn't that lovely? Ian,
Which one is this now?
the Scottish
Cryptic.
I believe that's Halloween Hot Rod Allen.
This is
Oh. No, he doesn't say enough
I'm done,
words.
Phil. I'm done with you.
This is Cody Bentley, the cryptic one.
Yeah, I know Cody.
Yeah,
Working
that's-
CWW with him. He seems like a decent bloke. I haven't really spoken to him, but you know,
I
I
will
take the piss
never-
out of everyone. That's
I
what I
will
do.
never not see him as Halloween Hot Rod Allen now, though. So thank you for that.
Don't worry. You want to ask one of our panelists about Spoopy Furniture Boy?
himself is now standing in front of the urban legend.
Is that an El Boner face mask?
See,
No, it's not actually.
the cryptic,
Elbow.
the one that has taken career after career with no remorse, no mercy, and certainly no regrets.
Except for mine.
And mine, technically. Even though we
I
never
am the worst that was to come.
I am the answer to your question. You wanted to have the one thing that you were warned about to be protected from. Well, you're looking at me.
Your
I
AIDS.
was to be forbidden from these walls. I was to be told to hang back because it was just not necessary to have so many of these lovely people here in Madhouse to be taken away so soon because of me. The last time I infected the screen of Madhouse was against the flawless one, Ruby Knight.
You know,
And
I'm always
then
happy
after
to
that, I
bring
went
that thing
dormant.
Oh, that's a name
After
I haven't
that,
heard in a long
I tried
time.
to find peace until you kept being the annoying alarm clock that wouldn't shut up. You kept on going. You kept on talking. You kept on talking. You kept on bitching. You kept
I wish
on
Phil had a
moaning.
soundboard.
And now,
This would be the perfect time for.
look where it's got
La, 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 la.
staring into death.
God's sake.
For God's sake.
You don't know shit about death.
Let's be going out today.
You don't know shit about death matches.
But you didn't.
You
but
are
you
just
didn't.
a pawn on my chessboard. And do not try to deny it.
Oh, we're
You
actually
should have
watching the whole
listened to
thing.
Sander.
We just
Okay, Fox in. Hi,
No.
Cody.
You really
Hey, Cody.
bitch. You should never be able to crawl out of
Oh my god, this is why I love Sherry.
KJ, I've missed you, bro.
Good thing
You
this
know,
No,
some of
you
my
understand.
favorite
She was-
matches.
is what I'm gonna do to you.
One of my
I knew
favorite
it
matches
too.
was against KJ because
So
he was very much like
unholy.
me. He's a dissector of
The
everyone's
masses
words and what
of
they say.
Madhouse,
Yes,
as
Had
well
this ridiculous
as the
back and
gods
forth,
above
trying to
us,
one up each other the whole time. It was great.
it was great.
Be
It's one of my
unable to
favorites.
from causing you immense harm.
All right, Phil. 1 to 5.
Hi, Cody. By the way.
At least he's not spooky furniture boy like Bill called him.
By the way, it looks like you might be
Wait,
Casey's
we
son.
gotta do the Ethan After Dark panel thing. Phil, out of 5, what do you rate it?
Yes.
You know, I'm trying to keep that exclusive for our show, don't you?
Okay, fine.
Okay. Unless you're going to do a Cody promo on your show and you tag me when you guys do it, I want to hear it here.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
to be fair, we'd probably never watch a Cody promo on Ethan After Dark because that's reserved for a special type of promos.
I mean, I'm gonna say I love you, Cody, but the one you just dropped in Blood Legion was rough.
Whew. I love I as much as I love this is actually a pretty good promo. Sometimes he goes into other personalities and whatever, and I don't think that all of them are as strong as certain others. So and he's inconsistent, but I love him and I like this one. I would give it a
Let me
3.
ask a question. So, someone who's not familiar with TCO or Cody and his work,
Yeah.
someone that has been a judge in EFED for way too long and don't want to admit for how long. How do you make this character work in a battle royal setting when you have 68 other opponents to where you're standing out still and it's not about you, it's about the match? How do you make this character adapt to that?
Well, I mean, you can't have a long promo. When you do a battle royal, you have how many are in this? 70?
Almost
69?
Yeah.
68?
70?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, are you going to spend, even if you spend a minute on each one, you do the math. So what you have to do.
Yeah.
It really, in my own personal opinion, it really just depends on the setting, because in this certain instance, I always have different ways of approaching the situation. So, in that one, I was kind of
very preachy in everything I was saying, kind of letting it draw out a little bit. But I'm very prone in a lot of my promos, and Lane can definitely attest to this because I did this a long time ago. Because he was like the very first to see that very character in the first place. There would be times where I would drop like 2-minute on the dot promos of just going straight for the gut, nothing, no
Which is
preaching.
That's the approach you need.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You have incredible eye contact in your promo and terrible eye contact on the live stream. What is up with that?
I'm busy.
I'll tell you.
Being that I literally just got home, I'm just kind of in my own little zone.
That's hilarious.
Out of all of his gimmicks, TCO is the best one for Cody to use in this instance.
Okay.
Yeah. Lord knows I don't want to see another Legion promo.
Y'all see plenty of that.
To be honest,
See, y'all's Legion is so different than my Legion. And
Oh,
y'all's Legion will never get
I know. I've heard it all before. I know.
Yes,
I know.
Trust me.
I know. It's just it's no
Sherry,
shade to
there's
you.
almost a car fire and several houses burned whenever he said he was naming a gimmick Legion.
I know, like it's not a big deal. You can name it whatever
No.
you want. Like,
Dude,
obviously, it's not the same guy.
I mean, it's got to that point because there's one Legion that's IKEA furniture, and then the other one named after Kohl's. So there you go.
But being honest, real quick,
these are the people that I competed against whenever I was new into EFED. Was like your Chad Bartlett, your fucking Legion Coles, Zachy Monstars. That's who I sharpened my skills against. So
yeah.
And, dude, he's a mentor. He's like Legion was a mentor of mine. Like he's the guy that told me when I was bitching and moaning on live on a live to get better.
I never got to meet the guys.
Literally.
Yeah. But he was I can't explain. There's something he was calm, cool, collected. He never yelled. He never had to, and and the guy's like 5'6" or something. But he made it seem like he was 6'8". He was amazing, and he was just simplistic. There was nothing big about him. They're just, I mean, as far as like bells and whistles, he just, I don't know, man. Like Legion was the dude.
Legion was the dude. And but speaking real quick on the TCO gimmick, that gimmick of Cody's alone was one of his very first ones that he rolled into EFEDs with. Yeah. Then he evolved from there, bringing these other gimmicks out. And that was just because of the fact that he got tired of using the TCO gimmick because it was just for a certain place that we were in. And that place just went away. And we're like, okay, we need somewhere else to go. So we went to other places and we're like, that was that place's gimmick. Let's make something else for me, And every time he makes something that's similar to TCO. So TCO...
He has the advantage because whatever. But what I'm saying is, as a player, he has the advantage of going, I don't want to be TCO today. I want to be Brody Cross. I want to be this person. I want to be that person. And that's a freeing thing to do. And every time he steps up to the mic, whatever, he comes with it. He feels it, and that's something you can't take away from Cody at all.
And I want to make it a point too, as someone who does one gimmick and will never do any other gimmicks because I'm Jade Diamond. There's nothing else for me.
I love that other one though. That other one's my favorite.
Oh, but I did Black Betty.
Oh, God, I loved her.
Lamb.
That one time I did a different gimmick for the Halloween thing that Kelly did. Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to do gimmick really well, let alone more than one. So kudos for that.
We cross over as always.
But kudos for being able to do more than one gimmick.
Yeah, dude. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Difficult,
and with the shades just for Blakey.
Wow, Cody.
Yes, well, I'm working on a new gimmick myself. Yes, well, I'm working on a new gimmick myself. I'm going to call myself the head of the table, and I'm going to be absolutely awful. I'm thinking of going with the name Ricky Goldman.
Oh, that's so
no.
I personally never. So I think you should totally do that.
Yeah, I'm going to be absolutely shit. And if anyone critiques me in DMs, then I'm just going to offer them out for a fight in real life because that's how adults settle things.
Assault and violence is the answer. Exactly. I think this. I'm backing this 100%.
Yeah, I think it's a great gimmick. It's like I said about the Pro Battle Royal. I turned around and said everyone should just come as Ricky Goldman.
Don't do that. Don't.
Oh, no.
Phil.
No, please don't.
Listen,
Hard
Phil's gonna get you in trouble with Jade. Don't do that. Nobody wants that.
Acknowledge me.
I'll definitely go kind of back up what Casey just said because he put gimmicks in quotes because I have like my own gimmick name, but I've always put myself as different versions of myself. So that's kind of how I see it.
And speaking of Casey, love the guy, and there's just no shame.
I love him too.
Even if Casey's ever even breathed near you, he's gonna take claim for you if you're good. So just so you know. He's going to say that you are a product of him if you're good and you've ever had a conversation with him. See?
He already did. He
Just
called
right there.
As
This is what Casey
does.
does.
But
He's
that's
gonna say you.
two times that someone said that you're someone's kid, Cody.
Yeah, I stole a fry from him once when I was
See?
eating,
Yes,
and he called the
you
cops
know.
on me. He's so little.
You have to go on Mari or Steve Wilkos to figure this out.
I'm surprised he hasn't taken claim to Jay Diamond yet. He'll find a way though, and he will do it. It's because of me that Jay Diamond is such a cunt. What?
God damn, Casey. Holy shit. Thank God. Ugh. Yeah, I decided to branch out and I did something brilliant. And by brilliant, I mean stupid. I decided that I would put myself in the dark and I would be this 7-foot monster with a squeaky voice. And I'll remember what I had this whole backstory and I went against a gentleman by the name of Desolation Williams. And he destroyed my character, and I never went back to it again, to the point where I have forgotten everything about that character. So
But
I
what
was
you
told,
did as KJ Pets really worked for you. And like I said, we were similar in the way that we approached. We literally dissected everything the other person said.
Yes.
Not in the way that you see now where they like address one or two. We literally like word for word, like fact check. You know, fact check city. That's where that came from. I didn't even
Fact check
coin
city
that term.
Dude,
Someone else coined it for me and it blew up, you know?
Yeah. Well, somebody called me the mastermind. They were just like the mastermind. Somehow out of nowhere, like when somebody writes up matches, and I went, I think I'll take that. But I remember calling you like cubic zirconia and all this stupid stuff, and I remember being pissed at myself.
Just be a
I'm like, of course she heard that before, because I don't want.
Oh, and I tore you to shreds. But then we had more fun after that because you realized, like, oh, because that was your first time facing me, and
yes,
quite frankly, probably never seen my work before. So you took a very generic approach, and I blew it out of the water. You're like, okay, well, this is fun now. So then you knew you could come back harder, you know?
Yeah, I had to, because I wasn't gonna just. I was like, I had to. I had to do it for my opponent, obviously. And you, now thinking about it, have to be the top 3 as far as like being able to match my character, because it's people don't know how to come at me sometimes because.
Oh God! Dang it, Phil!
What?
Now that
this is not an ad, and it's definitely not sponsored.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
But yeah, one of my favorite matches was against you, KJ. And that was like when I was first developing my character. So definitely helped me to hone my character better.
No, that made me, because let's face it, it's a male dominated kind of situation with defense.
Always will be.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I came in and I honestly, and I mean this, I made a vow that I'm not going to treat women like they usually are unless KJ's playing mind games. Other than that, that's not what he's doing. So as soon as I stepped up, I was like, that's not going to happen.
Right.
Cody, you know how I feel about that version of you. God, motherfucker.
Oh, now I have to denounce you again, Blake. God damn it! Why couldn't you just be in the corner? Kind of like what is it?
What, the 7th, 8th time that he's in the corner already, KJ?
Huh? Yeah, exactly. I found him. I hear him. Anyway, but no, getting back to it. No, seriously, I didn't want to do. As soon as I stepped up, I was like, I knew, like, because I watch your work, because that's what I do, and I just knew that you were like, I could tell. I'm like, she maybe knew at this, but she knows that she's in a man's world and she's coming out swinging. And I was like, oh, fuck. And you were, and you were goddamn like sarcasm. I was like, this is gonna be hard.
And then, like, the more you talk, the more ammo you just get. Just talk to me. I will just pick apart anything you say. It'll be great.
And I had to
So,
switch.
Those
I had to
7-minute promos that you made me watch, which fuck you for that. I was like, I'm just gonna dissect all of these.
I'd like to say that I take credit for making Brooke say "fuck" on this show.
I love it.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
No, it's because of Cody, because he knows how I feel about Berserk.
Yes, it was because of this.
Oh, what, the movie or the show to Berserk?
Because
Oh, no, is that what I think it is? Nice.
Here we go with Berserk now.
Nice. Berserk.
Oh, don't. Oh, God. Oh, you're so. Oh, okay.
I'm
be the fuck man.
Are we going back to the list? I feel like
Yeah,
we're
we're going back
to the list. Topic here, but
Okay, number 14. That is number 15. Sander Cool.
I don't. I know.
frankly, someone has to be the first one eliminated, right? I mean,
Besides Dom.
Actually, no. I think that'll be further down the list.
okay, so yeah, maybe not
There
the
you
first
go.
elimination, but we need people to not win this,
Yes, we need Santino Morellas.
right? Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks for turning up. So, yes.
Yeah, like Sanders
I'll be
made
right back. Don't
mostly
talk. Keep going
in
without me. I'll be back.
Right.
Sanders mostly in 2K feds, so him being out of the 2K format is probably a good thing, and he became one of our Madhouse Tag Champions. So
For as long as I like using it to abuse him.
get
I don't know too much about Sander. I know that I've seen him in other places, like just as far as his name, or he's doing something other than what E-Fed related. But
dude is the best punching bag because he'll always roll with it.
Wait a minute, that dude? Okay, I know exactly who you're talking about. I've never seen his promo. But yes, I remember. That poor bastard.
Blake Sander is a good judgment, not the best like Dylan or the Dirty Dutch, but solid effort.
It's anyone's ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Except Sander Calls. And someone else I'm looking at right now on this list.
Number 16, we got Troy Mason.
Hold on, we requested we wait for Jade.
Okay.
Screw her, she can catch up. Troy Mason.
Wow.
No, it's fine. You should hear what I say to her in DMs.
If I were a fly on the wall, I would shit on it.
Oh yeah. I say awful things to her in DMs because she knows I'm joking.
Right.
So, Troy Mason. I think the most important fact about Troy Mason is I don't know who he is.
Good, me neither.
Wait a minute.
He is a false Dutchman. Him and Dylan need to have a match where the loser loses the name Mason.
Are we still talking about Troy Mason?
No, we moved past. We know he's not going to win. Now we're talking about number 16.
Okay, so another person that's not going to win. Next.
Yeah, I don't know who he is, so I'm going to put Troy Mason there with a
I
question.
think Troy Mason is an RPW. I don't think he'll be one of the first people eliminated, but I mean, if we're being honest and frank here, there's going to be one winner, and it's not going to be Troy Mason.
Yeah. Well, when Dylan Mason gets in there, he's probably going to clear house apart from a couple of other guys in the ring, so he's probably going to win that.
Casey, who the fuck is Troy? He's over in RPW. He's been around for ages, but I think in saying that, he hasn't really branched out of RPW too much. So he does have like a skill set like limit because I think iron sharpens iron, and there are some pretty decent names in RPW now, but I think that he's going to have a disadvantage because he's not used to facing people with the likes of Phil Marshall, Dylan Mason, TCO. So I think that he's going to struggle to keep up. That's what I think.
Oh, he certainly will.
How he served.
And by the way, this is no shade, y'all. This is just subjective. This is my opinion. Most of y'all haven't watched your stuff. The people that have watched your stuff, I'm gonna be honest about how I feel. You don't have to like it. It's not law that I feel this way. And maybe you should prove me wrong if you don't like it.
And I'd just like to say it's completely shade from me. I hate you all.
Well, fuck you.
Listen,
dude.
I just want to say one thing. All right, I have an Arizona watermelon, and it says to shake well, but I got to admit, I like it unshaken.
And that was more interesting than a Troy Mason promo. Next.
Yes.
Oh, wow!
Hey, it's rookie. I mean, Bex.
Oh,
Right.
KJ, I wish that they were around when I used to actually compete.
No, you do because you don't like to play with your food.
So number 17, we got the arsonist. I don't know which version of the arsonist.
Which one?
So this is John
Is
Walton.
it the OG or the Wish version?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
The OG is the Wish version.
I was gonna say.
That's fair.
So I'm pretty sure this is John Walton, the arsonist, and this is
Okay.
sad because I've known John Walton for years, but I've actually never seen his work, so I have no idea where he's gonna fall in this.
I just had a match with him, and I haven't seen his work.
So he no-showed you. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, next.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I get
Hold
how
on.
real life happens.
Sam
Okay.
Sullivan.
I really like his gimmick.
No gimmick. At
Next.
I know him.
I copy like
He's-
Chris Candido.
I don't know who Chance Sullivan is. To be honest with
I
you.
do. He's from the slum feds that I like to fuck around in.
Okay, so
I
he is.
knew you were a
He's
cheap
mostly known in comp feds too.
So we should call him No Chance Sullivan then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, when I fought him, he was known as the creator. And he's like, next. We'll just go on next.
Number 19. we got
Mr. Crowley.
Ozzy Osbourne himself. Oh.
I have seen Mr. Crowley evolve so much over the last 7 years. He's been
Yeah.
around forever.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
Insane.
yeah, he really has.
In saying that,
He and
does
I-
he have the skill set to beat some of these like top names? No, but
No.
I think he'll make it further in the Rumble. I do think he'll make it further than what people are expecting of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll have a strong showing. He's not. I don't think he's anywhere near. I mean, I've faced him a couple of times, love him to death, but I don't see him having. Even though he's evolved, I don't think he's gone to ascend to where the gods will be.
I agree.
All right, now we got number 20. We got another. We got Balls, Dante Black.
How
I
come?
don't know who this is, so
He's got a good upside. He's got a lot of work to do, so he's not going to win it. But I think he is going to impress a few people.
I've just started going
I'm like
against him
ready to be
recently.
impressed. I'm nobody. You don't need to impress me, but I'm looking forward to being impressed by people.
Who are we talking
I
about?
just started going against him this
Dante
last month when
Black,
he's impressed me.
Reaper of Souls.
Dante?
Dante Black.
I don't.
Dante.
I don't think so.
No,
I'm-
it doesn't say
No,
Dante.
not
Dante.
that
It's Dante
Dante.
Black.
Dante. Just
Right.
some other Dante.
Yeah, different Dante.
Okay, different Dante. Never mind, I don't know him. But the other one?
It's not our Dante, not the Dante that we all know. Not
All right, can we
that's
can we-
Number
Can we
21.
skip to the next one? Because this is my pick to win, Johnny Rockstar.
All right. I would like to answer on behalf of Fed After Dark.
My Mundo Elite Rockstar, so and so and so and so.
Yes. I am the spokesman for eFed After Dark in this situation. And from all of eFed After Dark, I'd just like to say about Johnny Rockstar. Fuck off, you cunt.
I feel so bad for Johnny.
Are you sure it's
He's so
Rockstar in this, or is it not
You know what?
Elite
I'm going to
Star
throw him
guitar
through the middle
playing?
ropes just so I can drag him in and kick the shit out of him again.
I
God,
mean,
he's
to
a
be fair, he's probably going to have the best written promo in the Rumble. So let's.
No,
you
no.
know.
Some people have told me that when he did his written promo, Josh Byers commented, "Sorry, too long, 3.5 minutes. You're disqualified."
Oh yeah, that was my favorite thing. And then Johnny was like, "Oh, but this is Rick," and Josh was like, "Oh, okay." And that was my favorite. Why am I echoing now?
I don't know.
One at the end.
We all. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gone. The echo's gone.
Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah, so
Somebody knew what it was, and they're not telling.
does anyone else want to verbally bash Johnny Rockstar, or can I carry on?
Do not bash Johnny Rockstar.
We're back. What's going on?
Back. You talk about echo. Thank you.
People don't want to hear me once, let alone twice.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no. We
Just
got number 22, Gypsy.
I think Gypsy will do a good showing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gypsy's definitely going to have a better showing than Johnny Rockstar.
What if?
I don't know.
What if?
Johnny's
Well, you
Rockstar.
generally have KG come out of retirement one last day to ruin the day of Lane Kelly.
No, that's Zelzabar's job. That's not my job.
It's so easy for Zelzabar, though. That's the problem. We need a new challenge to ruin Lane's day.
Well, I am Killjoy. I could show up, say 3 words, and beat him. Like I hate to say that. I love his love. It's just
The reason why his name is Killjoy is because he starts talking and then everybody falls asleep.
What?
Wow.
I'd like to comment too. I'd like the Casey comment too.
Wow. Wow.
Didn't you miss me?
I just didn't expect it.
Didn't you miss me, Chuck?
Listen, come from the side or the front, not the back, honey. Jesus Christ. It's in the middle of my back. You can't even reach it. I have fucking troll arm.
Now we got number 43, Shady McKenzie. We got Shady
Sean McKenzie.
It's going to be fun.
He's going to be fun to watch. He's not going to win. That's where I feel.
If he absolutely brings it, I give him a much higher chance. But on his average stuff, he'll be fun. Not taking the win here.
I mean, I think even on his best day, he's not beating like someone like Mason on his worst day. I'm just going to be honest.
True.
Like,
I agree. I agree. He has charisma. He's got talent. He's not a top guy.
I mean, Shady's on my roster in pro, so obviously, like, I see something in the guy, but I don't see him winning this.
It's not like I won't watch his promos. It's not like his promos are unwatchable. He's actually an enjoyable person to watch. I just don't think,
If he can learn a word besides the word bitch, maybe I'll change my mind.
There you go. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now we got number 24. Somehow he came back from retirement. Scottish Warrior
Drew
Ian.
McIntyre's in this.
Scottish Warrior. And Cody had.
Just make sure he leaves that damn sword at home.
I just wish there was a
you got
Steubenville, Ohio Warrior. I really do. I wish there was a Steubenville Warrior.
Who is Scottish Warrior? I don't know this person.
I'm not familiar with him, but I'm definitely sure he will do better than Johnny Rockstar. You can see a joke coming here, can't you?
I don't know. It might be Ian Scottish Warrior.
It is Ian.
So, yeah.
All right, so before we get to number 25, I'm just letting you all know that if you throw shade at my boy Paul E. Jones, I will cry and I'll be very upset. Okay, continue.
Who? What? Who?
Number 25, the Outlaw. Don't know what Outlaw. We know so many Outlaws in this game.
Oh, that's true. It could be Ricky Picchiotti, but he's IW exclusive, so I highly doubt he's allowed to compete in this thing.
I don't know. Things have been weird, like that kind of thing for IW, where it feels like people have deals going on. So not that I care. I don't care. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just saying.
I think for a match like this is good for someone like Outlaw if it's Paul E. Jones because he knows he's not going to win, but he's going to gain so much experience from facing these names that will elevate him, and that's what I'm looking forward to for him specifically.
I agree. He won't win.
Now we get number 26. Sorry.
Oh no, we can skip Nick White. No, but
wow.
We'll go to 27. Casey Riddle. What are your thoughts?
Unfortunately, you're not the host here. So we have to
know.
talk about 26.
I know. I'm
Blake-
sorry, but even though I'm out of character, I cannot be caught on camera saying good things about Nick White, so I will not say a thing about this.
I can take over from there.
There we go.
Nah,
Go for it.
I haven't seen him in a long time, so I haven't seen what he's done.
He's
Nick
back
White.
to portrait. I'm just gonna put it that way.
Oh, oh,
He's running the new XWE.
XWE. Yeah.
No, but Nick White is honestly he's just always good to watch. Like, you would talk about good storytelling. I know everyone like praises Mason, and Mason's a good storyteller, but I mean, Nick White's been a better storyteller. I mean, maybe not better, that's subjective, but he's been a good storyteller longer than Mason's been in EFED. So like, he's someone that could actually win this entire thing. And that's me saying that genuinely. If Nick comes out and he's firing on all cylinders in that 3 minutes, he could win this entire match. And I haven't said that about anybody yet, except for maybe Mason. So I think that he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, because I know he's chomping at the bit to face Bison. That's his motivation. So,
well, I will say this. Nick is a top guy. There's no doubt about it. You can't like, Nick's been around for a long time. He's faced everyone there is to face. He is a solid storyteller. I should know because I'm the best. But anyway, when it comes to storytelling, he does it in a way where he engages. He has you engage him. He's somebody that is smart about his storytelling, and he presents himself better than most. So if there's anybody that could take it, you're right. Nick White definitely can.
he's someone that you want to take out in this thing.
Yes, yes. You want to take the. You want to take.
Okay, we're talking number 27, Casey Riddle.
I'm not familiar with Casey's work.
If you're from Happy Man Asylum, you will know who Casey Riddle is. I know
He's
that
bigger over in Heresy than he was in the Asylum.
Yes.
Last time I think I've seen his work here and there over the past couple years. When I think
Chris
of Casey, I just think of earplugs. So I don't know how good he actually is, because I don't want to.
Chris is one of the biggest back talkers I know.
Oh, now Casey, what the hell is?
I gotta get back used. I gotta get the new. I gotta get new skin now because I'm not used to the kind of abuse. I have to get used to it.
And then you have to understand too. Like, I'm actually more harsh now because ever since I started dating Grant, I've been like in with the British crowd and even after dark, and if you have thick skin over there, like,
oh yeah.
So
you know how I had to deal with what I had to deal with months ago in locker room chats, then dealing with Cody, Gage, and Blake, and Lane, and basically Reese and Crimson in the locker room video. Jesus.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Cody, I see you did there.
I know, like, I've said this before, and it probably doesn't mean anything to you guys that didn't come up this way, but I came up in shoot style IW when Thomas Austin, Chad Bartlett, Justin Klein, all of the big names in EFED, like Nick White, were literally out there trying to get people to quit. And like, I fired back. You know what I mean? So like, that's the type of person I am. You know, I have a thick skin. I just like, don't dish it out if you can't take it. You know, that's how I am.
Yeah, I'm just ready to watch The Notebook tonight. So just let y'all know. Like, I wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. That's me.
So number 28, we got Nick Apollo. Don't know who he is.
I don't know who Nick Apollo is.
Anyone know who this is?
No.
I don't know who he is. Does anyone know who he is?
Oh, that's interesting. Someone that nobody on the panel knows. Not even in Even After Dark.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's not going to win.
What if he came back and just destroyed everybody?
Right? What if he's like literally like a freaking monster?
Because
That would
no
be
one
great.
knows who it is.
At number 29, we got Toa.
Okay, listen. I have a soft spot for Toa. I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from. I love watching his work. I think he's so creative. Do I think he's going to win? I don't think he's going to win, but I do think he'll get at least in the top 20. Maybe even top 15 if he really puts his best foot forward.
Yeah.
He's really come into himself in PWR the past couple of years, and I just think he's a joy to watch. So I'm a fan of Toa.
Yeah, Toa's great. I've only really spoken to him once in like a PWR group chat before they got rid of me. But I had a nice group chat. It's such an easy going. Well, that's the thing, because they got me to go on and do a GM role. I was quite busy, so didn't have a chance to do any videos for a few weeks. So Scott kind of got me out of the chat, which I can understand. He's thinking,
Yeah, you have a show to, it is what it is.
Yeah, Toa is very talented. I still don't think Toa's gotten to the place he should with how talented he is, and sometimes he's kind of just dials it in. But when he doesn't, when he's on, he definitely could be in the top 15.
I think also too, and this is something that when it comes to Toa, I don't know where all Toa competes, but I know he mostly competes in PWR. And the risk with that is most of the time in PWR it's the same. You're facing the same people over and over again.
Yeah.
As someone who was IW exclusive for 4 years, I didn't have to go anywhere because everyone that was anybody wanted to compete in IW. So I had a plethora of people to like sharpen my skills against. Right now, though, all of the good talent is spread out. So if you're not competing in other places against their top people, you're not going to like elevate. So that's what I think is missing. He needs to branch.
Hi, God.
Hey, Zelzabar, how's it going? I could hear you hammering at a butt plug earlier. Are you enjoying that?
Hey, Z. If you're wearing a mask, and if he's wearing a mask, really?
He's a Ted.
Now we just need Belzazar, aka we'll be good. Zelzabar and Belzazar.
His favorite lube is sandpaper.
Number 30, the Daniel Hagney.
Hagney. So Dan Hagney, none of you guys are going to know who he is. That's what I love about it. But he's an OG. Like when you think about like old school EFED, he pretty much not invented EFED, but like video EFED as we know it started with Dan Hagney and his group. So
God dang it, Blakey.
Now I want to see his promo. What is this?
Yeah, Dan's pretty much your traditional, like, sort of like blurs the line shoot stylist. So I've seen his work against Nick White recently. I think Dan's disadvantage is he doesn't know a single person. Pretty much, he's not going to know 90% of the people in this match. That's his disadvantage, because it is a disadvantage.
It is.
Let's hear number 31. We got Ronnie K.
Who?
That's Yep. Exactly.
That's
Doesn't he compete in CWF? Or is that a different Ronnie?
Different Ronnie.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know who this is.
something.
Okay, we got number 32, Kenzo Blackheart. We all know about Kenzo.
Oh, I want to pat him on the head.
I'm gonna say this. The promos for our match that he and I had was the best work I've ever seen from Kenzo, and I've known him for going on 2 years now.
Now that doesn't mean
I don't know when he developed talents.
Yeah.
I don't know when he got that good, but it was fun. That match was way more fun than it should have been.
I'm not going to take credit for Kenzo because I'm not like backstage helping him, but I'm hoping that it's because he's in pro and he's like kind of being forced to elevate, because in pro it's not calm, but if you're not putting in the work, you're not going to win your match. It's like flexible, predetermined, you know?
Yeah.
So I think he wants to fucking win something for once, and that's why he might be stepping up his game.
Maybe he got laid. So maybe that was it. Maybe he got laid.
I mean,
check his power.
Match, so quite possible.
Next one on the list is Austin Kruger.
Wait, isn't
the number one juggernaut?
I have a question. Are Casey Riddle and Austin Kruger not the same person?
No, they are not.
No,
They are
not.
Kruger, I think Austin Kruger is the one that makes my ears hurt when he talks.
Oh yeah. I can.
Okay. So then I don't think I know who Casey Riddle is.
Yeah, Austin Kruger decided for a promo against me he was going to scream into his child's face. So,
yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
like,
Foghorn Leghorn.
So the stuff I said for Casey apply it to this guy. I don't actually know Casey Riddle now that I'm realizing.
Yeah. Essentially, wear earplugs and he's beatable.
Yeah.
Oh no, number 35.
I like Cougar.
You would.
I don't know who. Anyone from 35 to 40, I have no idea who any of these people are.
I know.
Well, you're talking to one of them.
Oh, who? Who's who? Where?
Number 37.
Oh,
Sarah.
Oh,
got it.
That's me.
Oh, that
Below the
was-
ego.
Okay. 35 can't tell the difference between S's and Z's or Z's if you're American. So he's
The next one we got Southern Badass.
just no.
Did I miss?
Who?
Hold on. Did I miss burying Lane?
Yes.
Yes.
Damn it.
yes.
Dummy.
Well, you can if you stick around for number 59. That's when he comes up again.
Well, they wanted me to. They wanted me to bury it. They wanted me to bury it.
Number 59.
Yeah, but then you
Yeah.
said Zelzabar would do it.
Okay, I'll be back for that.
Zelzabar.
Yay! Can't wait.
The time where I remind everyone Lane has never beaten me. 0-8.
0-8. Yeah.
Oh, an 8 comp.
I don't know if anybody mentioned that yet.
We didn't because we don't care. Okay, you're the only one who cares.
Agreed.
The only one.
Lane cares. He has it in the head he can somehow beat me, and he keeps failing.
He kind of admitted earlier he knows he won't.
So basically, Lane Kelly is insane because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results.
I thought that was interlocked with stupidity. I think
That
that's
too.
the same thing.
The synonym. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a synonym. Okay. I love my synonyms.
Okay. Does anyone know who Southern Badass is?
Nope.
Hold on.
Nope.
Nope.
Great gimmick name though. Great gimmick name.
Exactly, Phil. I'm with you.
All right.
All right.
We got a cutthroat assassin, Hodgson.
Hodgson. I don't know who it is, though.
Who?
Sorry, but
I've heard
anybody
of
who has
3
to-
hot cut.
anyone that calls themselves a cutthroat assassin, I'm gonna assume is a fucking soft ass snowflake immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've known
That character,
3,
go away.
and that's accurate.
Hey, Charlie, you're up next.
I know.
Charlie, so Charlie, I'm gonna need you to change your real name because Phil calls me Charlie. So when someone says Charlie, I'm gonna think they're talking to me. So now you'll have to change your name officially.
Charlie's not wrong,
It's a
Charlie.
Cerebi who has a Pokeball. I'm gonna catch it.
Just call him Spot. That'll work too.
Spot.
First
person.
Yes.
Like Spot, like the dog, like a dog.
What it is Cerebi is based off of Cerberus in Greek mythology. Cerberus in Latin is literally spot.
Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I never made that connection. I just thought you misspelled Celebi once and stuck with it.
No, it was the nickname I got when I was in high school. When I played football.
So quite
Because I got nicknamed
Charlie,
Cerberus.
I've never seen your work, Charlie, so I can't say where you'll rank in here. But good luck to you.
Charlie, I love your
Why I
work.
joined this is because of all the names, and I want to elevate myself.
Yeah, that's a great way to come in here. It's like just wanting to get that challenge and rise to the challenge, you know?
And unlike Tyson, I have one win over Zelzabar.
Which is more than Lane has.
We got number 30. Mr.
Awesome. So,
Which
this is-
Mr. Awesome?
no idea who this is.
It's Kyle Ferguson. I'm not a fan of Kyle Ferguson.
We don't
That's
like
not the awesome
Next.
Yep.
Huh?
Next on the list is
Yeah.
Hollywood Haywood.
Don't
Oh,
know
boy.
who that is either.
No.
I know the name. I've seen the name.
Isn't Haywood Hollywood Hogan's illegitimate
Oh, I
child
have
or
a
something?
question. Is the guy that in EFED After Dark had his entire, like his gimmick name, like covering the entire screen when he was talking? I forget the guy's name. Do you remember his name? Phil?
Mike Evans.
And here it comes.
Is Caden here?
Hi, Dylan.
Got that one.
Oh yeah,
All hail
definitely.
Dylan.
Dylan, just so you
Oh.
know, earlier in the stream, we totally played that video that was not an ad that you posted in EFED After Dark.
We
with
plugged your
that was not
merch.
an ad.
Yeah.
Dylan.
Unofficially plug the merch.
I'm looking forward to throwing you over the top rope, Dylan.
Ooh.
So Charlie,
Let's hear it. Michael the Archangel.
who?
Can I just where the fuck do
Who?
these people get these names from?
Wait a minute.
I fought
Michael
Michael
the
a couple times over, I think in PCW.
How,
All right,
how
well,
much more
if
tough
you
enough
know him,
we're
send
gonna
him
get?
a message for me and tell him to go fuck himself because these names
I actually
are
did that in the
ridiculous.
promo.
These names are absolutely ridiculous. Like
I actually called him,
Archangel.
I
Really?
think in the promo I called him Michael Chicken Wing.
Did we come
God.
to the community
Wait.
creation section of this place?
What does this kid look like?
I have
Michael
no idea.
Leonard's his name.
What's his name?
Oh, that guy. I know.
Yeah,
Michael.
Michael Leonard.
I know that
Don't
name.
worry.
Not winning.
I don't know Michael Leonard. I thought he was going under Mike Lee.
I just want to know, like, they find like a name generator on Google, and the first thing that pops up, they're like, "Yeah, that's the one."
No, they just go, I want a dark character. Let's hunt through the Bible.
We've just come
Oh, that's
across
even
the
worse.
community creation section. That's all.
Nobody goes as
41.
you know what I mean? Like
Number 41, R Money.
He will lose, and if anyone puts him over on this panel, I swear to God.
That's surprised.
I never even heard from the guy. Is he Arch Root's little brother?
I
Who
don't
is
know.
it?
Hold on.
All right, Charlie. All
1 minute.
respect. All respect, Charlie. Our money would slaughter you in the ring, so you better watch
Hold on.
it.
I know you said you'd Trey would have put him over, but we had to admit his Dark Elsa promo should have won if it didn't. The Dark Gimmick
It did
Battle
win.
Royal.
It did win. He got the most
Good.
votes for Dark Elsa. So
Good.
Our Money's been around for ages, and I've seen him evolve as well.
Oof.
He's not going to win this thing, but he's going to be entertaining as fuck, and he's going
Yeah,
to
he
be fun to
is.
watch.
I'm gonna
I
tell you
always
this right
love
now.
watching him.
He's a student of mine for a little bit. He was a student of mine for a little bit. That
No, I
kid
mean,
has
his delivery and everything
Oh.
has improved so much. Like, I just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how he compares
Hey,
against
don't
someone like
worry.
Jason and
AC will talk
Ethan
about that
Carnage.
soon.
I just saw who's
between
next.
Number
Between the-
42.
Oh, okay.
Don't get
Ray
me started
Jax.
on him.
Isn't that the stuff you put in the toilet to clean it? Oh, that's
Yeah.
Ajax. Never mind.
Do not get me started on him.
You know, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I like Ray Jack. He has a giant
So glad
the same
I know
mouth.
who's talking. Ray Jax is someone I've known for way too long. He got way too comfortable in the slum feds where he could get over because no one was there.
Couldn't
And
be me.
he's got substantially. Fun dude, good guy to talk to. Just not amazing.
And number 43.
Ethan Carnage, another
Ethan
person.
Carnage.
That's,
I'm throwing
There's
him
one
over
of the top
rope.
5.
if you're
Yeah.
a betting person, like he's someone that is could take this thing all the way home. Obviously, like everyone knows Ethan Carnage. Says a lot about him just to begin with.
I consider him the guy as far as like storytelling. I've always considered him better than me. I've always considered him like the
Yeah.
top guy.
I think he is like one of the best storytellers. And this is like I'm not one that does lists and stuff because I think it's tacky. Wash your face, okay?
Oh,
What?
dang it.
Can't do it.
What?
But so I
Close your
just
chat
think anyone who
windows.
thinks Ethan sleeps on
Hey,
Ethan.
hey,
is,
fuck
you
up
know.
out of nowhere, all right? God damn it.
Well, at least it doesn't wash your ass.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
That's all I think.
So we go from Ethan Carnage to who the fuck is St. Peter?
Yes. Now we're going to the religious route.
It gives
I
me a
have
headache.
no idea who
reading-
the Saint Peter is.
Is it? No, I'm not even going to make the joke.
He's another seat filler, isn't he? I'm throwing him over the top rope.
Yep,
Probably.
another
Okay.
one.
Jack Harvey. He's fun.
Hey,
Jack a boy.
Jackie boy.
I'm
Oh,
just
God.
kidding. I'm just getting acquainted with Jack's work because he has a match in pro this week. But in saying that, I have not seen enough of his work to make an opinion on how he'll.
Guy has developed so much since I first met him.
He really has.
Oh my!
Yes, he does. Very much.
He's very well liked in the community.
Yeah.
I'd say he's a main eventer.
Plus, he has one of the 3 most distinguished voices in the game. Like when you hear him, you instantly know it's him.
And he wants it. When you watch his promos, he wants it. Whether he gets it or not, doesn't matter. He wants it. That's what I love about Jack. He comes in and he's ready to go.
You're welcome for his development. My best friend is just such a martyr, isn't he? Like he's just out here helping people. He's being a charitable, amazing person. And so
I'm
nice
99% sure he attributes all of it to Mason and Bison, though.
Mason is just so nice to everybody and such a kind person, right? Am I right?
I especially like his new merchandise, which you can get at After Dark's Top Zone /store.
All right, if you're gonna keep looking at merch while you're here, I'm gonna need my next delivery to be reduced in price because shipping from UK to the States hurts my wallet.
Just do what I did and buy a shirt for someone in the UK, so that way the shipping doesn't hurt your wallet. See?
But then I don't get the shirt.
Oh, that's irrelevant.
We didn't say all that. We just said it would be cheap.
Big shirt you're buying. I mean, you may like the GFY shirt. You may be into a Fuckman shirt like this one.
Number 46. We got a weird one. The American Diesel dump truck.
Yes.
So does this person have a big ass? Is that what that means?
Yes.
Is
Yes,
this
it does.
Is this a love
Sounds like
child
an
between
ex-girlfriend.
Diesel and Trevor Murdoch?
For our own money.
So
I don't know.
OEW, he was one of the big guys for a while there.
Where at?
In OEW before that page got completely shut down.
So like when Bison was also competing and Dylan, or after they retired?
When they were still competing early on OEW.
Okay, Dylan.
A dude
Dylan.
came in.
Dylan.
I need Dylan to tell me in the comments if this American Diesel dump truck is someone I actually have to watch, or if I can skip his promo.
I can tell you right now, it's a 50-50.
I
When he
want to know
brings
from
it,
Dylan.
he's worth
but I
watching.
appreciate it.
I'll tell you right now, maybe is what you've just said.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I was
thank
about to
you,
get
Dylan.
to when he brings it, he's
That was
great,
the
but
answer I needed. Thank you very much.
Then we got BD30 Bond. So we get.
Oh, he's going to be fun.
He's gonna be.
Oh, I
fun.
love
Yeah,
going
yeah,
against him.
That'll be fun.
I'm excited. I'm just excited to see him in the match in general. Honestly,
The match I want to see, Daniel Hagley versus BD30, because they will just go off on each other and it will be glorious.
Yeah. Josh,
Someone
is one of the
arrange
guys
this,
that if
please.
you go again, he will push you to your limit without you realizing he's pushing you.
Yeah.
I disagree. I feel like if you don't realize he's pushing you, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
If you don't realize gravity,
That's probably the first problem.
So,
isn't it? Like,
he's-
if you don't realize it.
I view him as the epitome of what I try to go for. Poke and prod to try, make sure we both do our best. He'll push all your buttons if you bring out your best rate, or you will.
Oh yeah,
that's me. He'll
So
push
the
all the
next
buttons,
four.
see what happens.
We
Number
have
48.
the sleeves. Oh my
The
god.
sleeves.
So
Yeah,
here's
the
the thing.
sleeve?
I want.
Grant's not competing. The
I want to
sleeves-
see this.
I think
I want to see the
48
sleeves.
and 50 should be put together because you know they're going to be working as a team.
So the sleeve. This isn't the Sleaze's Rumble. This is the EWN Rumble run by Grant Miller, and they're obviously not the same person. So
obviously, let's hope not. Jesus Christ.
they're
You
not.
can tell the difference.
Like
One of them has
literally,
a beard.
for my own sanity, I have to separate them as people. Okay, for my own sanity.
I don't blame you.
I have to wear a condom just to watch the Sleaze's promo.
Literally. Like
I
as
always
the
catch a
future-
different disease. It's like Pokemon.
As the future Mrs. Miller, I have to separate them as people. I have to.
Yeah, I know at 10:30 when we're getting ready for EFED After Dark, if I know that Sleaze is sending in a promo that week, I quite enjoy it. Dan just preps his diaphragm.
Oh, the G Finley. Not gonna win. The eFed After Dark champion is he's good in eFed After Dark. He's not gonna win this stuff.
I don't know. What if Dylan
I have no
basically
clue
says
who that
he's trying to and helps throw some guys over?
So no, we got the
I
G
didn't
Finley.
still in effect.
Oh, Ricardo. If Ricardo's not gonna win, but he's gonna be fun to watch.
I don't know much about Ricardo, but it feels like he's supposed to be Pedro's cousin.
No,
Yes.
Ricardo is he's the assistant to the Sleeves, Ricardo and Rodrigo.
Can you explain who our Ricardo is for some people who don't know?
Yes, Ricardo is sex. Next competitor.
So next
All right.
up we have Shooter Gay Jay.
I know that. Why do I know that?
I love Shooter. He's not winning.
He's not winning. And just so you
No.
know, for the past 7 years, I've been calling him Shooter Gay. It's just who I am as a person. I can't not say it. You know.
Now
I mean, what he does is his business, and I won't judge.
I'm
Triple
so
M.
confused. Are not Triple M and Johnny Newhaven the same person?
No, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not, I hate the Johnny Newhaven gimmick. I hate it with a passion. I retired it and it came back. I love Triple M. You should just check with Triple M.
Okay.
Yes, I
So
love Triple M. I miss watching him.
I don't know. Number 54 is Chuck Cheesy.
Chesney.
Wait, we didn't even talk about Triple M and Johnny Newhaven. So Andrew
Oh, I
Hewitt-
missed that Triple M was on top of him.
Yeah, so Andrew Hewitt is another guy that came in and did a lot of comp. So I feel like him being a veteran in the comp realm is going to give him an advantage in a match like this where people are judging. I don't think he's going to win, but I do think that he's going to make a lot of people cry, and that will make me happy.
I let me put it this way. I love Triple M. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a brilliant. I just love that between the two. I love that. I kind of wish he would stay away from the Johnny Newhaven bullshit. But he can definitely be one of the, I wouldn't say the finalist, but he would definitely be. I could see top 15, top 10. I see him doing if he's on point. And Shooter J, I love Shooter J. Shut up. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think he's great, but I like him as a person.
I'm gonna not agree to that sentiment because we hate each other. But
I know you hate each other.
hate each other, me and Shooter.
I know, and I love watching it.
Okay, Boga Brute.
Bogan Brute. So he's an XWE guy.
wait.
He was in.
Did we skip Chesney again?
We did.
Twice. Poor bastard.
Does anyone know Chesney?
No.
Okay,
don't
now
know.
we can skip him.
So Bogan Brute, for those who don't know him, he's another old old guard guy. He spent most of his career in XWE. He's a Bogan. He's from Australia, like the outback out there. And I think in this match particularly, even when he's on his best, he's probably not a winner of this match, but I do think that he is an interesting addition. And I'm curious to see how he competes with everybody else because of his personal style. So
Beating him.
yeah, he's gonna go over the top rope for sure. But
Oh no, I mean I've beaten him. So yeah, he's gonna have 3 minutes to promo. So I imagine 2 minutes and 54 seconds of that will be using the word cunt.
yes, exactly.
All right, number 57, the
We're
brand.
just gonna skip Corbin Hyde because no one knows him either.
I recognize that name.
The Pacemaker's tag team partner in a lot of places.
Yeah, he's
Don't know him.
he's
Sorry.
over here now. I guess I can watch some of his stuff later. And,
I want to say like half
I'll-
the people in this thing I don't even know.
The brain? If you call yourself the brain, you're dumb. Like that's
Where's Pinky?
That's
We
ironic.
needed onions in this match so we could have Stinky Pinky and the brain.
Oh, don't because half of these names I'm just like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
I've been everywhere. I go to slums for fun. I don't know most of these people.
why do you go to slums for fun? That sounds like It sounds excruciating.
Easy. I take gimmicks that I don't know how I want to bring them into the light yet, and I practice them there. For example, Behemoth started in a slum fed. And I need to take him back there so I can practice with him to bring him back into the light again full time.
So good to see Bobby Heenan getting more.
Oh, Casey.
Oh, someone tag Zelzabar. It's almost time to roast Titan.
Crimson Wolf. So Crimson, I haven't seen Crimson's work in a while. My last time working with Crimson was when he competed for me in IW Agon, my comp fed that I ran. And he grew so much in that time that he was there. And from what I hear, he's one of the better storytellers and one of the top guys in PWR where he competes right now. So I'm honestly just looking forward to seeing his newer work. Like, not that I couldn't watch it in PWR. I just hate watching promos now. So I'm interested to see what he does in 3 minutes. That's what I think is going to be a challenge for him as well.
What he's also want to see what he does also in 3-Dub as well and other promotions, being as the Cosmic Wolf over there and being the charisma from PWR and other
will always
places.
be your favorite.
Shut up.
All right, and after Crimson,
You know I'm right.
someone call tag Zelzabar. It's time to roast Lane.
I already did that.
Oh, you already did?
Of course. Because then he'd yell at me. Not that I would tell him to go fuck himself, but I mean, still, I'm not going to take it from him.
Wait for Core to get your Zelzy to get his butt in here to roast.
Whatever, we'll just skip.
We'll give him 3 minutes.
All right, we're going with Tyler Stone.
Who?
Tyler Stone.
Okay, yeah. Tyler Phoenix, Tyler Stone. One of those two is him.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, wait, you know what? There he is.
Now, mind you, I haven't been an active competitor in like 3 years. So me not knowing him is nothing.
All right, hold on. Wait for
That's solid.
Here we go.
Oh, I hate the Dutchman so much. Right.
Let's go back to number 59, ladies and gentlemen, shall we?
And who was number 59 again? Could you remind me?
All right, Zelzy, go with your words. You got Tyson.
Tell him about his chances. Tell him about his chances.
Yes.
I'm trying to determine if we want Steinermath. Do we want Steinermath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Steiner.
Steiner.
Go Steiner, man. Go full Steiner.
Never can go wrong with.
Okay. Give me a minute. Let me walk away from the dog.
All right, then. Remember to put underwear on this time.
Yes, you can pause your date for a minute.
We can hear the buzzing in the background. There's no need to be ashamed.
Why does your dog's ass look like a baboon?
So
Sorry, that might have been me.
While we're waiting for Zelzabar to give his opinion on number 59, I'm going to shamelessly plug the Gimmick Infringement Battle Royal and Pro in February again. Come one, come all. You can promo as anybody that you want to, except for as yourself.
I'm coming to watch.
You can especially promo as Ricky Goldman.
So
Don't do that.
So what you're saying is Titan could promo as someone with actual talent.
Exactly.
Not Ricky Goldman.
So Cody, come over to Pro and we can see you promo as, I don't know, you can do a Scotty Mac promo for us. How's that?
Wow. Hey, this is me.
Oh no.
Hey, listen, I'll do an impression of Kermit.
I think I'm going to come in and I'm going to have a promo of me just banging on a window going, why won't anyone speak to me? Why won't anyone speak to me? I'm going to do that for 2 minutes and then it's just going to fade to black and go, why is no one talking to Jay Yost?
I thought that was Ron James.
I'll just
Wait, what?
I'll just find something to put on my face and call myself Cody Campbell.
I'm the head of the kids' table.
Oh
Look
my
at
God,
me.
that's so
I'm
gross.
Ricky Goldman.
I went. Now that Now that I think about them saying Casey as Phil Marshall, I'm starting to think about the Casey Campbell doing the shoot. That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god, I think
Casey,
that'd be
if you
great.
want,
I really want to see this.
Yeah, if Casey wants, if he's got a green screen, he can send the video to me and I'll put him in the shoot studio.
Oh, that would be great. I love it. But he has
And
to have
if
a
anyone does
mustache.
Ricky Goldman,
But
have
the
a
thing
green
is,
screen
the-
and I will put you in his room. Especially I like things like, can you stop it, mother? I'm trying to film a promo for my people.
So Casey needs to buy a fake mustache. Okay. Casey, are you writing this down? Write this down.
Yes, you need a fake mustache, a fake beard, a bit like this. Okay. What else will you need? You'll need a lot of cynicism. You'll also need a
Misogyny.
restraining order.
You need misogyny.
Yes, you definitely need misogyny. In your promo, I want you to at least look in the camera at your opponent and say, there are only two genders and you're neither of them. So,
Wow. Wow.
Dylan will be Grim Cadillac's mother.
Whoa! DJ Vegas.
Is TJ Vegas in the building? Holy shit.
So, yes.
TJ. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen TJ in ages.
If-
Hope you're doing
you-
well, bro.
That works.
I'm going to go with Mr. Showtime.
Just trying to be Grimm's Cadillac's mother.
Oh, God.
Ready, Court?
Oh,
What? What the
I'm
hell?
going as the concept of CWF.
I'm waiting on my Steiner math.
Everyone is
Go
talking.
now.
Everyone
All right,
is
everyone,
talking.
shut up.
Alright. I'm putting on big screen. Big
Because
screen.
that's always stopped you before, dummy. Dunce cap.
I
Oh,
would
yeah.
never in my life interrupt another individual.
Motherfucker, you lying sack of shit.
Bullshit.
I have dates.
Alright, Zebby, you're up. Big screen. You're up.
Okay. You see, normally when you enter a battle royal, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But Mason in this battle royal, and that ain't normal. So Titan has...
And West
What?
Virginia Wi-Fi.
Oh, fuck me.
There you go.
Not
Are
with
we
her
good?
dick.
When are we good? When are we good?
Good.
You're good.
Now, go.
Okay.
Good? Right here? Right
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
here? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So we'll have to pick a winner. We'll go with Mason. Okay. See, normally when you enter a battle royal, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But Mason here, and that's not normal. So Titan has a 25% at best chance of winning this. Then you throw in the fact that he's never beaten me in his entire career into the mix. His chances of winning drastically go down. He'll have a 33 and a third chance of winning. But everyone else will have 66 and 2/3 chances. The Titan sucks, and they already know he sucks, so they don't even have to try to beat him. The Titan, you take your 33 and a third chance minus the 25% chance, you got an 8 and a third chance of winning. But everyone else takes the 66 and 2/3 chance, add the 75% chance if you suck. They got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning. We good?
That was beautiful. I
Oh,
hate math
so-
and I hate you. So
I
good work.
remember who Chuck Chesney is now. He was in HHWF, which was a fed run by Rodney Morris. And I'm pretty sure he was a Tommy Dyer gimmick. That being said, that means that Matt Applin will be in this match. So I think that Chuck winning just went up significantly.
All right, who are we on that's legitimately now?
No, that's Sabrina.
I love Sabrina. I love
Rodney
Sabrina.
Morris is trash. Oh, I love it.
Wait, we're on Sabrina. He has a better chance of winning than Titan does.
My first. Here we go.
Oh, damn.
If it's a Sabrina, I think it is. I love her. She's not
I
winning,
love-
but it's higher
She's not
likelihood
winning,
than
but
lame.
Yeah.
Can I say something since it's my character?
Yeah, I know. Go
Yes.
ahead. I was waiting. Go ahead.
The only reason that I have joined this is the same reason that Charlie did. Because I know I probably do not have any chance in hell of winning. I already know this.
It only
I
took me how
joined.
long to talk you into signing up?
Shut up, Charlie. Nobody asked you any questions.
I'm
That
telling
is
you,
the only
baby.
reason I joined. Y'all don't understand how mean I am to Charlie. We've been together for 7 years now, and I am mean to that child.
Go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Sorry.
Hey, give me back my kidney, bastard.
Charlie. Hey,
I mean to Charlie.
Whoever said that, you better give me back my kidney.
But that is the only reason that I have joined, because I know I still have a lot of work to do with this character, because I keep changing her. What?
I think so. I can check in a few minutes.
I
You should be done
respect
soon.
someone that goes into a match like this, like, hey, I'm not going to win, but I'm going to get a chance to elevate myself and maybe learn some new things and learn from my peers. And I really do respect that. So I wish you luck, Sabrina. And I hope that you come out a better competitor in the end.
And one of the biggest people I learned from is sitting right beside me, and his name is Cody.
I'm throwing you over.
I figured that was. Oh, are you so mad about what I did to you?
I want my kidney.
Are you still mad about what I did to you, Cody?
No.
So, is Mad T Booker T's angry cousin or something? Who's that?
Yes.
Yes.
Tim Gonzalez is his name.
Oh, well, that's racist.
Wow.
He is Booker T's adopted son.
Matt T.
Alright.
He is.
Next.
Yeah, he's a member of the OGs, leader of it.
Okay.
He's currently working in Combat World Wrestling, VPW, and essentially he's also going to be facing off against DJB at our first pay-per-view. Balls deep.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yes.
So he's not winning, is what you're saying.
Basically.
Well, I don't want to give away any spoilers. Even though it's a judge contest and no one's judged on anything yet, so.
All right, number 63 blocks the dark gesture.
That's actually
Loka.
it's Woka.
These names ain't it, y'all. Like, change your fucking gimmick names. Seriously.
He is also a member of the OG.
What is the OG?
Old guard.
It's a big stable.
Oh my god. Because, like, when I think of Old Guard or OGs, I think of people like me, KJ, KC, TJ Vegas that came in like 2000 and like have been in here for like 45 years. Not like, you know, a new people who call themselves the Old Guard. That's not how it works. I don't like him. I hope he goes out first.
The fact that 8 people.
Unless he's wearing like an old cup, then maybe he could be the old guard.
Ah.
I mean, I
Lucky
look like
number
the old guard.
Nintendo.
I look like I put the time in, and then some.
Oh no, do we got number 64? Justin Bartard.
This one I think can take it all.
All the way to the top.
For people who
I don't know. I don't think Justin Bartard stands a chance against BD30. What do you guys think?
Oh, that would be a matchup I want to see.
Ow.
That's a good question.
Now, BD30 will wipe the floor with him.
Of course. But it'll be fun to watch.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And then he'll have a down live.
Yes. And then there'll be Rule 34 of it as well.
Next.
Jack Saban.
He sounds familiar. Do I know him from EFED After Dark?
I don't.
Have you played a Jack Saban promo, Phil?
He did
I
actually.
think I've heard the name, but
Yeah, the name sounds familiar. I don't really
Yeah,
know
I
much about it.
don't know where I know it from.
That's where I'm at with it.
Huh, Rick Pluckett.
Which tells me this person probably has not a good chance of winning.
Number 66, Rick Pluckett.
Nope, not even a little bit. He doesn't have a chance in hell. Zero.
No chance in hell.
Zero.
No chance in hell.
Like he may have more of a chance than Lane, but still,
Rick Plunkett is this Rumble Santino Morella.
Dude, he's Plunkett's bad.
We've had 3 others that have had that rank.
Plunkett's bad.
No, but this guy is truly.
He's on.
Terrible. I hate to say that, but he is awful.
If it's who I think it is, I know they're bad.
And I kind of like Plunkett in like a fungus kind of way. But yeah.
Almost everyone here beat him in a promo with their eyes closed.
I want to face him now. Just to have him.
Rockstar could beat him with a written promo. That's how bad he is.
Yeah.
No, don't give Rockstar credit.
Wait, what was that? What was that? Wait, put that back up, real quick.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he was Brotherhood.
Was
yeah,
he?
He was like the equivalent of a keychain, like that you walk around. You're like,
oh, so he was like the Scotty Springs of ATM in Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we got the number 67, the Irish crazy Irishman. I don't know, is the crazy Irishman that we know from Happy Man?
Yeah.
It is him.
I thought he.
Don't say we. I don't know Crazy Irish.
I'm talking about
Crazy or Irish.
Sarah and Ben.
Yeah, he is from the
Donald?
Asylum and from Heresy.
Yeah, okay, yep, I remember him. I used to like him. Back when I was booking a ship bag.
Oh my god, how fitting is it that Robbie Cutthroat is number 69? You can't make
Oh my
this
god, I just saw that.
Nice. Before we get there.
Bravo.
Number 68 is Sam Black.
Oh,
If a woman's winning this match, it's her.
Well, yeah, if a woman's winning, the 3 that signed up for it. 4.
I
did the
love-
math
I
earlier.
love Sam.
6.
All right, just for
I
you,
like Sam, but she's not winning.
Lead.
Anal jobber.
So I like Sam and
Yeah.
Sam's in pro. I think that this will be a good opportunity for Sam to get her name out there and really to sharpen her skills. That's what I think.
Absolutely.
Sam
yes,
and I
absolutely.
started about the same time, and I've been impressed with how fast she grew.
I wear her shirt. And
Wait,
sweatshirt.
we're not going to skip Robbie Cutthroat. You got to go back.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm checking out something.
I need to get this off my chest. Okay, Roberta Deepthroat is a comp legend. He has won. So people are going to sleep on Robbie, okay? And I understand why, because most of the time he doesn't put in the effort. But when this guy is a comp legend, okay? He had promo of the tournament, I think 2 years ago in 2020 for the World Cup, when we had the most entrants into the World Cup. When he's on his game, he is on his game. And he's going to be hard to beat. I think he's going to be in the top 20, maybe the top 15 of this match. And if he's really on fire, maybe the top 5. But that's being said, Robbie has not been on fire lately. There's a lot of stuff going on in his personal life and all that. So I think it depends on what Robbie we get. But it's going to be fun to watch anyway, because watching a Robbie Cutthroat promo is just pure entertainment.
Yeah.
I have faced Rob so many times, and I enjoy almost every time. He's somebody. He's a guy who still loves it. He still loves it.
Yeah.
He still loves doing this. I've really never seen him take an extended break. He probably should sometimes. But you want to talk about a guy who, for being so crass, he is very clever in what he does.
Yep.
And you're absolutely right. I will second that a million times. When he's on, Rob's hard to beat. So
Very
if he comes up on all cylinders, don't be surprised if you see him standing tall. The last one.
Bye, TJ. Hope you stay retired too.
TJ, yeah, please stay retired, brother.
Just
I
kidding.
appreciate it.
If you wanna come out of retirement as the American Sweetheart, Pro is open and ready for you. Bye.
I love him.
He's always hard. That's funny.
Yeah, another guy I'm looking forward to beating.
Thinking of this bit, I've seen him wear a clown.
Here's the thing about Robbie. Robbie has come a long way in EFED. When he first started, he was a very controversial person and was just not not doing the right things, but he finally found like his way, so to speak. And now he's not a genuine piece of shit anymore. So me and Robbie are like two peas in the pod. I will always have respect for Robbie and always have nice things to say.
I bite my lip because sometimes he does things that I don't like. However, Rob is a friend and I love him. And I honestly, like, if there was ever a time where I come back and we could be a tag team together, I don't know if the world would be ready for that. So,
He did used to do some really sus things. I think it's been a long time since he's been involved in that stuff, though. But yeah, he was not a very likable guy at one point in time.
it's funny because he and I, when I first came, I was in PWA together. We would go after each other hard, and then one day I was like, "I hope you get hit by a fucking bus," and he hit me up and was like, he didn't know me, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah," and then that's when we became friends. But every time I said, I made a joke and I said he like eats man tapioca. And he thought that was the funniest goddamn thing he ever heard. And since then, he'll throw it in the conversation somehow, some way. He's a dude. That guy's a trip. He's hilarious.
I love seeing in events like this because as someone that this is someone I competed against, like coming up in EFED, this is like these are my people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you guys are excited to see like Dylan Mason because those are like your people. Like those are my people. And to be fair, not everyone from the old guard is really that good, but like consistency is key. You know what I mean?
Amen. Don't hear me bragging about it.
I mean,
well,
you're
he
literally
just thought it
bragging
was.
about it.
He never heard that before.
Well,
If you weren't
Casey,
bragging about it, then you wouldn't make a comment, would you?
Well, Casey, that's a very harsh political stance to take at these trying times.
Yes.
Yes, you are my people now, Dylan. Me and you are like two peas in the pod, you know?
Yeah. No, you're right, because sometimes the old guard talks about things with tinted windows, tinted, like rose glasses.
Tinted glasses.
Yeah, that. Somebody take it, put it together like a transformer, make it work. Anyway, and it's the truth. But yeah, not everybody was good. Trust me. Rick Blanket, he's not good. He's old guard.
I mean, I still feel like people think I was way better than I actually thought I was. I've had more fun in EFED as an owner than I ever did as a competitor. In saying that, I had some really great matches, and I've never no-showed a match in the 4 years that I competed. Not once.
I've no-showed maybe 3 times in 6 years.
Hi, Blakey!
Now Blake any of my no-shows were because I was not tagged and didn't know the match was happening.
I was just wanting to come in before y'all went down, see what's going on.
I'm glad that my puppy came to me. Thank you.
Well, when you feed me like you do.
You sneak off. I try to put you on a diet. Anyway.
Yeah, I piss on the shrubs. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyway,
we come to raid my fridge.
Yeah. No, but seriously, when it comes to like it's funny because I always call myself an egotist with low self-esteem. So I'm sitting there. I don't think I'm. The people have tried to put me on this like stupid pedestal. What?
No, I'm talking about fucking Alan popped up and said, "Who's this bum?" referring to me.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Dad.
I'm sorry. I created that bum. Anyway. No, but they're legit. There are people that were like, "You're the GOAT." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
To me, you are.
Shut up. You could shut up, stupid. Not that your opinion matters anyway. But no, like Thomas Austin yearns to be that, and then let him go ahead. He's not in my, he's
not in mine.
You know what I mean? He's not.
I wouldn't even put Thomas Austin in my top 20, let alone top 10.
I would put him in my top 20. Yes, he would not be happy about that, but that's it. For me. It's like sports entertainment and wrestling. Where does it draw the line? I never thought of him as a wrestler. I thought of him as a sports entertainer. He's not Ric Flair. He's fucking Austin Idol. You know what I mean? But I love him. I love him to bits. He's still somebody I talk to once in a while. But anyway, I don't know. Okay, let me ask a question. Mount Rushmore, who do you got?
Oh, all right.
Me.
I've been prepared for this. because I don't do lists. I think they're tacky, and I just think it's a way for people to get in their feelings.
Got it.
But my top 4 is going to be Legion Cole,
Mm-hmm.
Justin Klein,
Mm-hmm.
Nick Harrison,
Mm-hmm.
and oh shit, I can only pick one more. Oh, fuck my life. This is going to be really hard. I'm going to come back to my 4th. You guys go.
Got it.
We go down. We said Charlie muted. Blakey.
What?
Your top 4.
Oh, okay. This is on the spot. Give me a second. Okay.
Go.
Yes. Uncle Chucky, Mr. KJ. Huh?
No, please go ahead, baby.
Okay. you, Chuck. I would honestly put Vegas up there. That number 2.
Such a good one. There's so many. It's hard to pick.
What the fuck? No, number 3 is another one that I would go back with. Honestly, to me, I know that he's still around and still doing it, and he's even in this comment section, but I would put Campbell as 3. I've always loved Campbell.
Oh,
and
that's a good one.
I respect that he's still going even after almost, 12, 13 years doing this, and he's still getting shit done.
Oh, that's such a good list, Casey. I know, I want to put Grant on my list, but not in a biased way, but because he's been around for so long. And, when you think of EFED, you think of Grant Miller. But then I feel like I have to take Nick Harrison off my list if I do that, because I want to put another person on there.
It's
but
so
I don't want to
hard.
take off Nick Harrison because Nick Harrison is incredible. He's so good.
She's saving it for LJ and King.
Oh, yes. You know what? Here's my 4. We're going to go Legion Cole, Justin Klein. We're going to go Grant. And then, do I want to do Nick Harrison or do I want to do Ethan Carnage? I'm putting Ethan Carnage instead of Nick Harrison. Those are my 4.
Wow. That's a good list, man.
If I go 4, I would go Grant. Grant was legitimately, and I mean this, Grant was somebody who, when I was young in this game, beat the shit out of me verbally and made me get better.
Sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah. I remember 2015, one of the first real feuds I had was we left SPW and Worldwide Pro started, which was Damian Lee Guy's group. Another one of my heroes, unfortunately. But
Jesus, God dang it, Mason.
I made you. Yeah. Oh, fuck this motherfucker.
Was that before,
I love Dylan.
But was that before or after I traded Fiona for you and for Klondikes?
Do you really? Okay. We don't gotta bring any of this bullshit up. Can I finish my top story?
Just fucking take an answer. No, it's not a dissertation, you dummy.
Okay. Ever continue? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you didn't. You were the one talking.
Oh, fuck. I get lost when these people start dissing me.
You were giving us your Mount Rushmore. You interrupting, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, Grant got me into a position where I felt like I can go on with enough people where I could be ruthless, and that was the first spot that Damien trusted me in, was putting me against Grant in WPW. And I'll forever be grateful to Grant and Damien for that, because that really taught me how to get better.
Yeah, Grant was one of my first matches that actually someone took me seriously as a female, because I for a long time I really just had to battle people telling me to go back in the kitchen, and I would just verbally assault them, and then it would be boring. So Grant was one of the first people to actually approach me as an equal, and that was one of, my favorite matches I've ever done. So I can second that about Grant actually pushing the envelope for me as well.
I was scared of Grant for the longest time. Well, the first 2 years, I was scared of Grant because he was just so good, and he just would look right through me. I wouldn't even be KJ; I'd be Chuck Myers. I couldn't even do it. That's how. Then he would be nice about our matches. He'd be like, "You You did really well. I'm like, no, the fuck I didn't. Stop.
So we'd almost need 2 Mount Rushmores for me because I've been in the game for 7 years. I need a Mount Rushmore of OGs and a Mount Rushmore of like the new guys. And
So listen, if you want to do that, do it because I'm the same way. You know that I'm 6 years. So
we'll do that then because I mean I know like Cody and Lenore and them are gonna have a way different list than us because they weren't around as long as us. So I'm speaking of Cody, do you want to do your list? I'm just like picking people. You do your
I'll say number 1 for me was definitely Dylan because I've had a lot of matches I took really good beatings with, especially in comp. So he definitely shaped me to become better. And then I would say Campbell for sure. And then Grant.
And then Jay Diamond. That's a great list. Oh,
wow, that's amazing.
Cody likes his diamonds.
I might have to switch to that.
Perfect list. I love it. 10 out of 10 approved.
I would have Dylan, Casey, Grant, and Crimson for sure. Those are my 4.
That's a solid list. And it has a mixture in there as well.
Oh, Crimson's god damn that kid.
Can we give honorable mentions when this all's done?
Yeah, I mean because Nick Harrison's an honorable mention in my OG one. Like he was a close 5 for me. And if you guys haven't had the pleasure of seeing Nick Harrison's work, he's only really in the recent years he's only competed in IW. He is incredible entertainment, storytelling. He can shoot, he can do it all. He is so good.
So smooth. He's one of the smoothest.
So smooth like butter.
I love his TikToks.
Yes, Dylan.
I am so happy for him. So he's living his best fucking life. He is. And I know
good. I've watched some of his stuff when I was in a part of the IW Riots page. They would link stuff, and I watched a lot of his stuff. He was good.
He's so good. Nick is just genuinely, and he's a nice person out of character too. He doesn't get involved in drama. Like you never hear his name mixed up in shit. Nick is awesome. He also has 1.3 million followers on TikTok, so go follow his page because he's funny and he puts up cool shit.
Nice.
Dude, he has other people, stars, everything. Celebrities. They're like,
one time Ryan K got upset he has the Dr. Pepper sponsorship at one point. And it was like, what the? Yes, and go with the Dr. Pepper as well.
Yeah, and our money was pissed. Our money was so pissed.
I don't know, Brooke. I don't know if you caught the comment that because I don't think anyone else did. But when Ryan's name came up for the list, I was like, he's gonna take a jug of Mountain Dew and spray everybody in the Rumble match.
So real quick, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to stay on here much longer. I'm gonna have to jump into the comment. So that was my 4. My honorable mention 4 is gonna be Tommy Dyer, Nick White. I swear to God, if y'all tell him I said that, I will take Dylan's advice. I will take
Quickly, someone tag him. Tag him quickly.
And then I'll add 2 people. See, it's so hard because I see so much potential in so many people right now. But if you don't add Tommy Dyer, Nick White, Casey Campbell, and TJ Vegas would be my next 4.
Oh, that's a list right there in itself.
That is a list. Very much a list.
No, Matt, don't you? I swear to God, I'll strip you of your title if you do. Don't you dare do that to me.
That's hilarious.
I love Matt, like, and that's like I'll go back with the honorable mention with him too. One thing I love about Matt is his approach to promos in terms of like old school. He reminds me of something that would have belonged in the territories in like the 80s and 70s. I really love that to watch him.
Who? Applin?
Yeah. Yeah. As everyone calls him, my dad.
Oh, they're so bad.
Matt Applin is one of my favorite human beings on the planet.
Literally.
He's a fucking weirdo. I love him, but he's weird. And
aren't we all weirdos?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, we talk.
He makes us look weird though.
He's a
We're all
special
weird.
kind of weirdo.
Except for me and Dylan. Dylan and I are perfectly normal people.
They're gonna build statues of Dylan and put him in national history museums.
Someday, these old video files will be found, and he will be viewed as the greatest thing. of this era of humanity.
Guys, I literally met like my soulmate in EFED. I'm fucking the weirdest one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. When you meet
you're-
like your
you're not
soulmate
the
through
only
an internet hobby, like, come on now. Doesn't get weirder than that.
God damn
Frank
it.
Paul. Is that sweet Frankie P or Frank Paul Heyman?
I think it's probably just Frank Paul.
Yeah, but yeah.
I like it when he does Ronnie Lane's.
Oh, me too, dude.
Makes me
Frank
so
is-
Yesterday I am the best.
Frank is a very talented dude. He is very well versatile. He will go after you. I'm cautious of going against him, but I think I would have a really good match if he and I actually did. But he's incredible talent, incredible. I consider him definitely a top guy. Like
I remember when I faced him in XWE, he called me Mini Matt Mullins.
Dylan's the most humble, because he's a normal person like me. We're both very humble, normal people. Exactly.
I'm insecure. I don't call it humble for me. I call it insecure.
I actually really, I mean, I haven't competed in so long. Like, I would have so much ring rust, but I would like interacting with you guys makes me want to like get back in the competition because I miss it sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah, okay, that is true. You know how many ideas that mainstream steal from us?
I've seen a couple happen.
Cody, I think so.
God, yeah.
If anyone in WWE starts doing the shoot, I'm flipping my shit.
Correctly,
At which point I'm doing the original shoot and I'm just going to be vicious on them.
Fucking smack was, in a sense.
Someone over in WWE, like in NXT. Hey, here's my new thing, the shoot. Hey, generic fucko. How about you, the fat wife and the ugly kids, pile into the car and drunk drive into an orphanage? Go fuck yourself. That's mine.
Damn. Okay, Phil Marshall on the WWE Network now.
Wyatt is really a light version of T. It's really TJ.
Fucking love kill, bro.
Let's
Hey,
see what
hey, Vince, nice steroids. When are you going to die?
After he spends all of his money in the courtroom.
I totally blame JD Drake and Chad Bartlett and not me because of that one time I ran into Kurt Angle at Walmart. That was cool.
I have a story. I want to tell the story real quick.
Oh my god. Really?
No, I won't. Shut up. I'll shut
Yes,
up.
really, be quiet.
Come on, just go. Stop being stupid.
All right, well, I'm gonna jump because I want to go hang out in the comment section with Tommy Dyer and Dylan because that's
Okay.
where Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Great
Can't
getting
wait
to
to
know-
talk about you. Get up there.
Great getting to know you guys better. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, have a good night.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Okay. I didn't know JD was an actual promo. I became a fan of his when I was watching Evolve. He started to pop up there and become a big deal, and Gabe put the belt on him and all that stuff. It wasn't until I came back in 2019, 2020, doing this when I found out he was an actual E-Feder too. And in a way, it kind of validated a little bit to me that this can be something to help people get better. And that's why I noticed, like, and it's not just him, but seeing other wrestlers, like actual wrestlers, come in this and do it.
A lot of wrestlers actually do this, like Casey Riddle. He's an actual wrestler down in Louisiana.
Brooke's got a
Sonny-
friend, JD Rush. He's a wrestler in Bama. She got him doing this.
There's I can't remember his last name, but he owns HPW, Honor Pro Wrestling. He's an actual wrestler over in the Midwest.
There's a guy that we know, Blakey, who's a pro wrestler now.
I know Grant used to be an actual wrestler too.
Yeah, no, somebody that did this and went on.
Mr. Buddy Flowers.
Yes, sir, Mr. Buddy Flowers, Slick Willie.
Slick, fucking that kid was so good.
Oh my God, guys! Let me tell you about like kinetic energy like I've ever seen. The way he talked so quickly, so fast, and everything he said was on point. And now, if you watch him do a promo, because I've seen him do promo, he's actually I think he switched back to being like more of a heel, but he was a face. He was like fucking a stoner, and he would like do promos and be all goofy. He's like 6'7", and he's a beanpole. He recently cut his hair, and now he's starting to do more like the old school promos. And he's more slowed down and everything like that. He knows.
He had a brother that was fucking good too.
Yeah, Cole.
That fucking kid was wiry.
I still think it's funny how many ideas that we've seen from eFeds came to the mainstream. I know that I think some of Cody's ideas were brought up at one point. It was the Funhouse spot. Like that was a whole interesting situation.
Mentioned the biggest obvious one, the one called Scripts in NXT.
Oh yeah, that one. Oh, like how they're supposed to do their own version of cryptic messages and everything. I'm like, oh no, they ripped off Cody's gimmick. They ripped off Cody's.
Oh man, well, they legitimately could have called you. You could have been the scripted one.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, damn, I'm sorry, bro.
Scripted one. That's terrible.
I tried. Give me. It's fucking 11 o'clock at night.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about the situation. It's not all about you, Buffangoo.
Come down there, Gandalf.
Orlando, then I'll come in there and be like, hey, check it out. Hey, Scripps, come here. I want to tell you something. Bam!
Good night.
Putting you back with Carmella.
I mean, the only cool thing I can take out of it is knowing that Sting literally lives where I live. So, yeah.
You got to run into him, didn't you? Like a movie theater?
Will Ospreay. You better.
Fucking ocean spray.
Oh my God. Must you do this in front of company? God damn.
You expect me to act normal?
I expect you not to act at all. Jesus Christ.
Brooke, don't laugh at him. It'll encourage him.
We already do that enough, my man.
Yeah.
Chuck is the definition of giving a kid way too much fucking attention.
I guess. And candy, apparently. All right, I'll do mine since everybody's doing theirs. I'm doing two.
Andy? Someone's like Candy?
Old school and new school bitches. All right. So I'm going to go old school. I'm going to go. See, it's hard because it's like, okay, it's old school. They're still doing it. Does that mean that whenever if they're tired, whatever? Doesn't matter. I'm going just like Jade. The first two would be Legion. Justin Klein, if you've never seen Justin Klein do a promo, it's a tragedy. Anyway, the other two, there are so many. You're absolutely right. Let's see, and then there's Data, and then there's I'll go Chad Bartlett. I think Chad was the kind of person he was that punk kid, but like that, like he didn't like punk rock. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't care who you were. He came with a lot of anger. Die. Anyway, I'm coughing my head off.
If you're gonna die, do it quietly.
I'm also gonna fart at the same time. We're gonna fart the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, are you gonna KJ? I know he's on your list. Are you gonna mention someone named Steinbaum?
No, probably an honorable mention. I'll come back to that one. Okay, the new school, more new school stuff. Baron.
I love Baron.
Baron.
Baron von Raschke.
I hate you. I have Tourette's. I have cough Tourette's. Anyway.
Was it the Boogie Woogie Man?
Yes.
Oh my God, he looks like Jimmy Valiant.
Yeah.
All right. fucking boogie woogie man. All right, so yeah, I'll go him. The newer school stuff. Let's just put it that way. Newer school. Oh, and I'll do Carnage. I'll do Carnage on my own. Baron, Dylan, even though I know he's got a bigger head than he should. So I made a big. I'll go Bison. I'll go Bison. Let's see. And I'll go Crimson. I know those are the popular answers, but they're the best of the more newer school.
You wouldn't put Court on there?
Huh?
You wouldn't put your protege,
You
Mr.
don't, put your
Courtney?
you don't list your venereal diseases. Like
that's why I'm not on there then.
You're from under cheese. That's right. Your ball sweat. Anyway, those are mine.
Oh fuck, Brooke, bring up Baldwin's list.
Yeah. Okay, Jesus. Okay. Oh Lord.
Here's my list. Okay, so there's Deacon and JOC. Wait, wrong list. And then bring up the next. There we go. That's Pete again. That is correct. That is the.
It is better. Yeah. Very good. Yes, that's our list too.
It's coming up on 3 years since you roasted Jay Yost on Brooke's stream.
I murdered that kid. I murdered him. I don't think I murdered. I did. You never saw it, but I murdered fucking Tombstone before days, the old school days, and I roasted him for like 10, 15 minutes. He left.
I remember
it was like Damian Lee guy. I just decided to.
Wasn't that? No. That was in WPW. That's when he would walk in his bathroom with nothing but a bat and thought he was tough. Belcher would.
Oh, right, Belcher, yeah. It's a shame he lied about the cancer.
He didn't have to lie. I mean, fuck.
I'm getting the joke. It's a shame he lied about the cancer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Vicious.
Apologies.
If I pick mine, there's a lot of new guys I've seen. I still go on and probably put Fox on the list. Advocate.
I'm ashamed of you.
First people who I basically have my fun to favorite matches or who I against. Of course, Cody, because Cody probably would kill me if I don't mention him. I'll have also Blake and Mason on it, and also
She's only saying that because she loves me.
Because you're good.
I'm thinking about as good as Crotch Rot.
You're not. You're
anyway,
actually,
continue. I'm sorry.
Listen, you're good. You're facts, but you're good.
Blakey, you're the most great. You know how to write.
Hold on. We need a I'm not racist list. That's what Dylan said.
Ronnie James. Dylan Belcher.
Yeah, Ronnie tried to tell me. I know he's full of shit because Ronnie tried to tell me one time that he wasn't racist. I'm like,
crack rocks. No.
Jake Diamond.
He is good. He's very good. He's better than he thinks.
Yeah.
I say that in all seriousness.
Yeah. The I'm not racist list. LJ and King, Dylan Belcher, Jade Diamond, and AEP.
Wow.
See, that's what I'm saying. He agrees.
Yeah, I know I'm going to read something in the After Dark chat after this, and she's going to be like, you fucking prick, Phil.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like if I spent time in England, I would be a lethal weapon. Like, verbally. Like, I just think that the humor, like, I couldn't come back to America, because then I would be, yeah. It would be deadly.
Okay. Court's number 1 is LJ and King.
Saw that one coming.
For what? You know he's gonna murder you, stupid.
No, that's what he said in his comment.
What did he say? Cool. What did he say about him? Oh, is that it? LAJ? Yeah, of course. Oh, although Dylan's very close. Very close there.
Things that Ronnie James is lacking. Here's a fun list: talent, humor, understanding, a gag reflex, his anal virginity,
Medicine.
Not knowing what being a drug mule's like, his brother. Long list.
Yes, I agree. Jake. I agree. They eviscerate with very little effort.
Oh, damn.
Holy shit. I gotta go. It's time.
You can't stay just 5 more minutes?
It's 4:10
Why?
for me.
Do you want to cuddle, stupid? I'm just trying to. What? Jesus Christ.
Why do you hate me? God damn it. What did I ever fucking do to you?
Did I just give you the best 10 minutes of your life? Shut up.
Bum, bum, bum.
Fuck it, Dylan. That's my line. I'm going to head off as well. It's 4:10, and I clearly have issues. So I'm going to head off. You guys have a great night.
Good night, brother.
You too.
Have a smoke, a wank, and a sleep. Have a great night.
All day.
Peace.
I'm coinciding these gay jokes, but remember you can't say F slur. You don't get one letter with me. For every dick you suck if you're a dude. Okay. I don't like that word. In all honesty. I don't like that word. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
I'm just really quiet. Sorry. Charlie hates when I get quiet. Because that always means I'm afraid to do something to him.
That's
Go ahead.
No, when she's quiet, she's plotting, and I'm scared.
Me?
Well,
Plot?
you're a smart man.
The only thing I ever plot is how I'm going to kill you. Oops, did I say that?
called me evil the past 2 days now because I showed him how to water trigger.
Did I say that? Oops. But my list, because I'm still kind of new. I'm only going into my 3rd year. Yeah, I'm a baby compared to somebody else.
Who actually win the battle royale? The more battle royale. Are you talking about the? That's gonna be a hard one. Seeing that whole list is going to be a hard one when it's going to be judged and everything.
Yeah, but I've already been threatened to be tossed out by multiple people, including the one up there in the corner.
I'm not surprised about that.
But like I said, I'm still new to this, and my top 4. The first one, I'm gonna have to say Crisis, and if y'all know anything about why I say that, is because Crisis is the one that actually brought me into this game, and that is the same guy that plays Casey Riddle.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're doing that.
Oh Lord, but
oh yeah,
another one that.
That house, by the way, that there was going to be a comment between Zelzabar being high and drunk, facing Lane in a comp match.
Okay, listen. Don't pay attention to anybody else. It's her time. Let her talk, please.
Sorry. Where you got Bex?
One of them, and this is not saying anything, but it's a person that's actually really, really helped me recently, and that is Cody, actually. Yes, you, Cody, because you've actually helped develop Sabrina a lot from what she was. Now she's just absolutely insane. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Cody.
Charlie, I can't say you because that wouldn't be fair to people.
I understand completely.
Another one, because I've been watching a lot of them, is definitely Dylan. He's another one. I can't say Austin because I don't want to give Austin a complex.
You already got one.
And then, who do the other? Actually, it's Phil. Just because Phil is absolutely insane when he does it. You ever get Phil going? It's hilarious. That's my list. Is Chris, Cody. I forgot one, and that's Jill.
Jill's
completely
good.
forgot about Jill. Okay, somebody else can go now.
I love
done talking.
Charlie, you did yours, right?
No, I haven't.
Go ahead, Charlie.
My Mount Rushmore. First one, and that's mainly because it's a guy I've been trying to go against for so long, and I'm going to get a match against him if it fucking kills me, is Dark and Graves.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Another
That's good.
one is, again, Cody. That year-long feud I had with you actually pushed my character to the limit. Now he's a freaking serial killer psychopath.
True.
Number 3 would have to be, and I'm going to regret saying this one, Zelzabar.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Jesus, I would have paid you not to say that.
I told you I was going to regret saying it.
God, no, I'm going to regret it.
And number 4 would have to be T-Money.
Ooh, Tori.
Yo,
and
man, why did I forget him? Fuck.
And that's Brooke's fault for that one. Brooke and Blakey.
He's another one.
Tori is one of the best people to work with. He always shows up, and he always puts in his best of work. I never have any issue with Tori.
When you put me against him in Madhouse, I was not expecting how hard he came at me just the first round. And I'm like, I'm going to have to step it up or I'm going to get ran over.
Mm-hmm. God dang it, Lane. You're going to get Facebook jail again one of these days. I'm going to stop posting your promos.
Making what eyes at KJ? What are the what is that?
R-word eyes.
Why would you say that? You don't win anything. God.
Lane had to learn the basic truth. He got to be nice once in a while.
Yep.
What a dummy. I don't know why he loses. What a dunce cap. Exactly. Who cares? What? You're just jealous. Okay? Because Mr. Number One over here is looking at me. He doesn't have googly eyes for you. Why don't you go put googly eyes on your fingers and so this way put lipstick on your fingers and go to town? You would suck at sucking at yourself. Fucker.
I was bored in the comments section, so I decided to join back.
Yay! Good. Because at least we have intelligent people here, not fucking dunce caps.
Hey, you said it, not me. I'm just here to agree with
No, whatever. The views expressed by KJ Pets are of KJ Pets. Fuck everybody else.
I just wanted to come up here to talk about Dylan Mason, your Lord and Savior, the pagan god Dylan Mason, as I think he will be in the top 5 to win the Rumble. Here are my top 5 to win the Rumble: Dylan Mason, Megastar Mason, the pagan god Dylan Mason, and the co-hostile Go Kill Yourself Dylan Mason. Did I do a good job? Did I do it right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Okay, so I'll tell you the top 5 of, or maybe 3. I'll do 3. I hate picking 5. That's too many names. Top 3 of who I think will probably win, and 3 that I'm really looking forward to seeing. So my top 3 I think are going to win: Dylan, Ethan Carnage, or I hate to say it, Nick White. Those are my top 3.
You know, you're putting him over a lot.
Shut up. Three that I'm really looking forward to seeing in this match, though. I'm looking forward to seeing TCO. I'm looking forward to seeing Phil Marshall's work. And okay, that's two. That's two. There we go. There's a third. I forgot the name already, though. So that's just me not having a memory of literally. There's nothing up here.
Well, it is a huge list to pick from.
But I will say, though, that the person that wins this match having to go against Bison. Now, let's talk about Bison for a second, right? Because he's a factor, not in this match, but in the one that comes after. Crimson. We'll put Crimson. We'll put Crimson, yes. Interested to see how Crimson does. Thank you, Dylan. See, he remembers for me. That's actually who it was. So that's actually perfect. So the thing with Bison that you guys need, if you don't already know, that you need to understand is that when he is preparing for a match like this to defend his title, there's going to be a lot of work and effort that goes. He's not just going to throw his camera on and press play and record, or press record, not press play. That makes no sense. Go kill yourself, Sherry. He's talking about intelligent people coming on, and I'm just like, words, I don't know them.
Oh, are you kidding me? I tripped over words, and I thought I broke a hip because I'm old, too.
Oh, my God, me too. I just turned 25 again last week. It's insane.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, and as the advisor to the King, Iron Bison, I just want to say good luck to everybody, but you will lose in the end because Iron Bison will destroy you. It will crush.
You'll crush. I don't remember all the peoples. I know the peoples that I remember that I think are going to win. And it's pretty much the same list as you. Honestly. And it's not like, oh, I'm out of touch and everything. Like, I just retired 2 fucking months ago. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that. There are people that are just special, and they hold on to their positions the way they do. I think if Dylan doesn't, take this for granted, then I think he'll win. Carnage is not far behind, and if anybody knows Dylan better, it's Crimson. So, you know what I mean? So those three for me are what it is. However, I think Dylan wants to beat Bison. I think if he steps up, I think it's Dylan's title to win. However, just in OEW when they had their supposed exhibition match, they died. It was an exhibition match, and they really tore the house. Everybody was just in shock and awe. I know I was. It was for me, and OEW would have been the match of the year. So, but I think it's Dylan's time. I think it's Dylan's time to come in, but Dylan has to bring it, bring it, and he knows he has to bring it against Bison. So those are my picks.
I think what's good about Dylan is every match he's in, whether he's facing an AEP or he's facing someone like Iron Bison, who's up there on the ladder of greatness and EFED, he puts in 100% every time. You don't catch Dylan slipping. So I think that's a lesson to anybody in this match. But what I'm actually really interested in, I'm gonna throw this over to Cody. Even though you're a competitor in this match, taking yourself away from that, what are you seeing? Or actually, as a competitor, seeing that list of competitors there, who are you looking out for? Who are you excited to face? Who are you nervous to face? I'm interested in hearing your thoughts about that.
Most likely, I'm in the same boat as everybody else. If Dylan wins it, it's going to be very, very difficult for a lot of people, especially. Obviously, there's because I know that when he's in the zone, it's brutal to watch, and in a good way, obviously. And I'm honestly I'm not used to seeing Crimson in a Rumble type scenario, so I see what he does.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean, I don't see a lot
Yeah.
of these people in like a Rumble scenario, really.
Battle scenario. I mean, I still feel like I know exactly where to hit the nerve. So.
Oh, sorry. Oh, dang it! You haven't mentioned that to you, Cody.
What's the key? I
Oh,
never
God.
know any of these inside jokes, and it makes me sad.
Oh no.
Cody, you want to explain the key? Hey,
It is a storyline that me and Dylan ran in a storyline fed where he quite literally stabbed my character with a key and unlocked a bunch of my personality all at once.
Oh, okay, got it. That makes sense to me now.
It's kind of my way of saying, you know, because there's Jamil in PWR who does his multiverse character, and that's kind of like how I did it too, in a sense.
Well, let me ask you this, and like Dylan, I want you to answer this too in the comments. Do you think that this time limit is going to affect your ability? I know that you said, Cody, earlier that you can just go straight for the jugular. I know Dylan probably can too, but obviously having more time is favorable, especially in a match where you really want to stand out. So how do you stand out in 3 minutes against everybody else who's chomping at the bit to stand out in 3 minutes? That's the challenge, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm used to the 3 minute mark because I've been in a lot of comp feds that was like the limit. Like if you went a second over, then you would automatically lose. Like so I got really accustomed to that, and really it's just like for me knowing about, I guess I shouldn't say half because a lot of these people obviously are new to me, but. And knew everybody else were like, who are these people? But the majority of the roster that's in this battle or in this the Rumble itself, I mean, it's easy to like know who they are, so it's a lot easier to kind of know who I'm up against in a sense. Yeah. So I really feel like in a broad spectrum, without going through 60 people saying, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do you. I can just, as TCO, just say, this is exactly what's going to happen, and this is what I feel like.
Yeah, that's a great approach. I mean, you're not going to be able to pick out every single person and say why you're better. You got to talk about why you will win. And I'm going to go on a tangent here as someone who ran a comp fed and has been judging eFed promos for way too long, admittedly. I have a problem whenever...
sorry, Jake. Here's Mason's comment.
Yeah, I read it. I saw he hates the 3 minutes. I knew he would.
Yeah, it's hard to get used to, but I mean, yeah.
When I did a Gone, we had a 4 minute time limit. But I hate when someone has a comp fed, and this is, I don't know, this is just me. If you have a time limit for people and they go over the time limit and they lose because of that, I think that's kind of fucked up. So the way that we did it was, if you went past 4 minutes, we just stopped the promo. We don't know what you said after the 4 minutes. You had a 4 minute time limit. If your promo was good enough within that 4 minutes to beat your opponent, cool. Yeah. But I never made someone lose because they went 1 fucking second or 5 seconds over 4 minutes. Like that grinds my gears because there's such good work that just they lose because they went 5 seconds over. No, we stopped it at the 4 minute mark. And if there was anything over past that, it just didn't get seen.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it if you want to do a comp fed, by the way.
That's how I see it, in a sense of there's a difference between giving someone a grace period and then having said everything you needed to say within 3 minutes and 30 seconds, so you're good to go. That's a whole difference.
Yeah, I just don't like the whole you lose if you go overtime. Okay, well there's ways around that. Just don't watch the rest of the promo and judge it based on what you've seen. I think that's the best approach.
Mm-hmm.
In saying that, if you can't do it in 3 minutes, don't sign up for it. Also. And I want to know, okay, show of hands or over under, how many people in this Rumble are going to add a 1.5 minute intro into their 3 minute promo or go way over the 3 minute promo limit because they didn't read the rules. How many do you guys think? I'm thinking at least 10. At least 10. My over under is 10.
Go with half because if going like going 5 out of the 10 and going like
there's always going to be the first timers that go into this thing, so they're not really going to know how the shtick works. So I mean, there's a good chance a good few of them will do it. I've always figured my way around the time, so whether it's like it's not really much of an intro, but it's more of like a transition or something graphic related that pertains to my character,
I don't have a problem with intros. If you have a time limit and you can fit an intro in and get enough content in, kudos to you. Yeah. I want to respond really quick to first Corey Heck. In a tough match, the only thing there is to determine a winner is time. And I completely agree with that. And with Dylan, as far as like you miss the end of the promo if you stop it, it should have been within the time limit. That's not a me problem. That's a them problem. So those are my answers to those. But in saying that, I understand that when you're like me, I really changed. I started off in shoot style. So I had to learn how to go from shoot style to storytelling whenever we made that transition, like 2018, I think it was, right, KJ? When everything switched to storytelling. And it is really hard to tell a really good story with a lot of depth and a lot of emotion and be engaging in 4 minutes. Like a good sweet spot for a nice story promo is between 4 and 6, in my opinion. Anything more than 6, like this has to literally like my jaw has to drop to the floor while I'm watching it for it to be that long, in my opinion. But it is a hard task to do. Now, for this Rumble coming up or the Battle Royal, do you think approaching it in a story standpoint, we're going to see a lot of mixture. We're going to see a lot of people approach it from a story. Dylan's going to do a story. Nick's going to do a story. Ethan Carnage is going to do a story. Those are I'm just picking them because they're the 3 that I picked to win. Now you might have someone like Phil who might not do a story, maybe a little bit more like blurring the lines, a little bit more shoot style. What do you think wins this Rumble, guys?
Ugh. That's going to be a tough one because judging has those categories. How to make sure you got the credibility, the personality, eye contact, wordplay. That's the thing. And we also got some of these new guys coming in probably going to fall under underlining on some of the categories. I know I have my little downstairs or things that I need to work with when it comes to promo work.
That's the main thing for me is that there's always going to be select few categories because that's just the rubric you run by. But the main thing that would stick out to win the Rumble itself would be you fill in the blank are telling me right now that you are the most believable person that just threw 60 other people over the top rope and you won the damn thing. Like I mean, if you really like make it seem like you just did the whole thing effortlessly, then that's a way to do it.
And so in saying that, please, okay. So I don't know if Grant's actually gonna like give everybody a number for this Rumble, but I'm just thinking about past EFED Rumbles when there's 30 people and you see like someone draws number 27, right? But in their promos, they're saying, I'm in this 30-person Rumble and I'm going to eliminate 29 other people. Fucking how? You come in at number 27. Like, so keep that in mind too. I don't think that Grant's doing actual position and numbers. I think the way they're doing it is they're eliminating people based on where they ranked with their promo. So the first person out had the worst promo. I don't think people are coming in with numbers, but that's a good point. Like, think about your audience. Think about the type of match you're in. Advice from me as a veteran and someone who's judged promos for ages, there are going to be people that are going to be really good at every single category, but trying to be perfect in every category is going to hurt you. Focus on like 3 of the 5 and really fine tune the ones that you need work on. And the other ones, as long as they're like good enough, it will help carry your promo. In saying that though, there are going to be people that probably will try to fire on all cylinders in every single category, and that's just how it works, and they might be successful in that. But at the end of the day, this is also to have fun. So just remember that even if you don't win, this is a learning experience for everybody, and this is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be a chore. It's not supposed to be a job. You know what I mean? And good luck to everyone. I'm done preaching now.
No, look, when you do that, and I'm not a Rumble, any kind of battle royal. I try to stay away from them when I can because my character is not going to be believable to throw basically the fast sleeper hold. Now I have dead weight. Now if somebody's knocked out, I'm going to throw them over the rope. No, and I'm not a powerhouse, so I stay away. But for those who do it, like play to strength and like Kenzo Blackheart, if he's coming in, does it seem like he's going to just toss people over? No, he's got to find another way. He can't be like, rah! I just think that if people try to come off too intense, nobody. That I mean, Iron Bison, he's tossing people. I'm just saying he's an example. He's tossing people. There's no doubt he's not tossing people. But if your character has a distinct disadvantage of strength, then you have to explain how you're going to get people over the top rope.
Yeah, I mean, because you see it in wrestling. The biggest guy isn't always going to be the winner. You know what I mean? And I agree with Corey. For me, a really good storytelling promo is going to win a comp match. For me, almost 10 out of 10. I've yet to see someone do a comp style promo and someone do a really good story style promo, and that comp one beats a story. I feel like for me, story beats comp every day of the week. That's just me, though.
Because I
agree.
Even considering, like, let's say, for instance, the numbers were a thing, like, the believability would come into, okay, so you drew number 4, and then this person drew number 30. So the number 30 person would be like, oh, this is a piece of cake, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And the way to make it really stick for number 4 would be, like, so desperate that you are going to do it. You're going to do it by any means necessary.
Yep,
You're not going to
selling
throw
the
it.
underdog. Yep, all of that. Like
Get it over with.
I agree. Selling the resilience you need to have to go from number 4 to win the match. Yep.
Because, I mean, and I'm obviously going to kind of study my way into figuring out what I want to do specifically. But, I mean, just my shtick, just to kind of give a little bit more education into the character that I do. I mean,
which I appreciate because I'm not familiar with your characters.
Yeah.
And I don't have the background, so I appreciate this.
So, I mean, the whole shtick for TCO is that he calls himself, like, his nickname is the career killer. So he's very prominent on just humiliating the person, like just nothing but humiliation, making them regret even stepping out of the curtain to even look at the guy. It's like the second you even looked at me, I'm going to make you regret it, obviously. Whether it's by, physically making them do it or mentally just making them check out, being like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do it. I'm not going to get on the plane, blah, 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 blah. So, I just he's just that kind of character that really just wants to push your inner demons out and just say, like, you're not going to beat me by whatever you're trying to do here. It's either you're going to show me who you really are on the inside, or I'm just going to hang you up like a meat hook, no problem. It's either, it's kind of like what I said earlier. It's like he'll either preach it to you how it is, or he'll just tell you straight up, you stand no chance. There's all different ways that I go with it.
I have my histories with Cryptic.
Yeah, and also.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't go full berserk on this.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much lore to that one, except it's basically the alter ego to that character, which is basically just a psychomaniac that has a crazy laugh. That's basically it.
So who do you see winning this, Brooke? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I didn't hear him talking.
It's basically Pennywise and the Boogeyman had a love child, in a sense.
And one promo you did against me at Berserk, you kind of did go Pennywise on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the Rumble, there's like so many big names and people like again Mason's a number one good thing there, but if you want to be a shocker, as like if I think would be a shocking win, it's either going to be Brooks or Crimson. Those are basically because Crimson's been on a roll lately.
Part of the big thing for me is, just a sign up page is one thing. And then me actually putting that specific gimmick down as to who I was going to use. That was, because I made it seem like, oh, I'm interested. And then Grant obviously like, who do you want to put in it? And then I was like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good question. So I obviously was like, well, okay, we'll go cryptid because like I was legit, like I was being serious earlier in a sense because I was teasing with Brooks saying I can just dust this off, and I held up the shirt that I wear whenever I portray the character. But that's kind of literal because I haven't really portrayed that character in such a good amount of time. So it'll be a really good instance for me to be like, okay, I can really dust it off and go full force and really, see if I really want to keep going with it or just throw it out there just for fun.
Now, my next question. So Corey Heck has been a name that's been coming up a lot in EFED for me specifically lately as a new name because I haven't competed. Again, and next month will be 3 years since I had my retirement match with Killian Gavin in IW.
Yeah. I know a lot about Heck on my end.
So, do we have any of his work that I can watch just so I can see a Corey Heck promo? I'm not familiar with him at all.
Let's see. You want to see what you want to do? Megastar Heck or regular Heck? Let's go with
you. I'll trust your judgment. You show me. I don't care either way.
Yeah,
I like it getting exposed to new talent. Not because I'm a Fed owner. I'm trying to like get people to promo for me. That's not it at all. Actually, I don't like having a big roster. So like I have 20 people right now, which is 4 more than I want. And Grant is having us sign 3 new people, which is going to be 7 more than I want. So
all I know is I did my best, my work on that from on cam. I hate to say this on cam on live feed, but that boy needed change his wardrobe because he reminds me of someone that I hate. And like, yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for the ladder match that we're gonna have you guys all do to like compete for the pro contract itself. But I've been really loving the work I'm seeing in pro, like the effort everyone's putting in. I know that like we've been getting pretty good feedback from our roster that they like how we are portraying their characters and stuff, and like the results show. And
I found a short promo of Heck if you want to look.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
But like before we play this though, like just as like an example, so Grant's been around like twice as long as I've been around. I've been around for 7 years. So in our group, even though it's small, like we take all the things in EFED that people don't like, and we just like fix it. Like people not paying attention to your character. Or for example, when I say pro is flexible, predetermined, what I mean by that is, let's say Lenore and Cody are about to have a match, okay? And the story is for Lenore to go over because that's what we discussed as a group. But if that week Lenore's work is just not up to par, maybe she did one promo, it was 40 seconds, and it wasn't that great, I'm not putting her over. So we do change results of matches depending on the effort that's put into the match. So if everyone's firing on all cylinders, the story goes as planned. Or if the person that's supposed to go over.
No, because me and Cody are in the same chat rooms in a lot of places. He'd probably get under my ass for no showing him.
Right.
And he's
well, I don't think you would. I was just using that as an example.
In federal, because again, he was in Texas and I live in Florida, so he's a few states over. So,
well, I'm just using that as an example because how many of you have been in an EFED where you can tell that the people that book the matches and do the results have never even watched a single one of your promos and don't understand your character? Right? Raise your hand.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
So we eliminate me and Grant. That's why my place is small too, because I don't have the mental health capacity to be watching promos all week. I'm sorry. EFED is a hobby for me. EFED is not my life. So I fit EFED into my life. I don't make my life about EFED. That's why my roster is small. But in saying that, Grant and I watch every single video that comes on the page, and we factor all that into storylines, results, everything. So we put a lot of effort in. That's why we reward effort. But anyway, I'm just digressing now. We can play the promo.
This is the shortest I could find, but here we go.
Insanity. It's an overused cliche. And it's been said that it simply means trying the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. And although that may not be its official definition, it is suiting to a man like Russell Franchise Felder. A man who clearly suffers from mental illness. And I know that Russ wasn't the one who made this match at Hardcore Halloween. I know he didn't sign his name in blood. But the right thing to do, Franchise, is to forfeit and simply walk away. To let a superior mind and force lead this company to its former glory. Under your rule, it's simply deteriorating. Our home, Russ. Our beginning. Our genesis. And you've all but destroyed it. Some might say that it's time for a new era of talent. A new appreciation for said talent. And some might say that some might be right. But where's the talent? Where's the standard anymore? Worldwide wrestling was once what you could only compare to any successful business. Like all successful businesses, it was simply built better than its competition. Or so we were all shaped and molded to believe. You're 3'd up through and through, Russ. Never have you ventured far from home, where you might see that as an advantage. I have ventured far from home. I've seen the world, Russ. I've seen just how much greener the grass is on the other side, and I've conquered that world. I've become something that 3'd up talent pool could only ever dream of becoming, and now I've returned to share my knowledge with all of you. To show you what it means to become the standard. And when I'm done with you people, you'll have grown so drastically that 3 will have no choice but to grow with you, or it will perish. Put it all in my hands, and I'll do with it what you never could. I'll be the standard. I'll paint that perfect picture. And I promise that all will flourish. From the living legends to the Sander Cools of the world. But first, my friends, we have an opposition to eliminate. And together we will show that opposition that it wasn't built to weather the most trying times. Don't you all worry. Don't you all fret. That opposition has never been able to hold its own against me, and although fate promises a few twists and turns along the way, the franchise will never hold a candle to me. Not in that ring, not behind the desk, but his delusions don't allow him to see his failures, and so 3 he'll fight me. He'll go down kicking and screaming, but that doesn't change a thing. Insanity. Trying the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. Friends, when we battle insanity once again, I'll be crowned the new general manager of Worldwide Wrestling.
Woo! That was like an old promo of his, but it's oh, she dropped. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
She picked a good time. I was about to have you play her one of these.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, but you have a PTSD attack. God dang! Well, then we explained that a whole story about how you tried to almost kill one of my characters off.
Yeah, one of the ones I would have asked you to play because those were one of my good ones.
Well, I'm not on that page, so don't have to add me back. So you need to add me back to WCC. Who is this? Someone randomly sent me a friend request. I don't know who you are. Bradley Cox? Don't know. Yeah, so It's probably because it's almost late. It's been doing this for 3 hours now.
Oh yeah.
So I want to say thank you guys for popping in. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Thanks for joining us for back in another episode of Titz and Bits. Hopefully we see more next time.